pence. Okay.
5 and 5.
I like the projects we had last night. Wonder if Steve, he's at the, there's a puppy. His tail's between his legs.
Scared.
He's scared. Yeah. He doesn't like being on my cutting table. There. He's gone. All right. I wonder how Steve is doing. He was judging at the county fair. I can't wait. I hope he took pictures.
He was in the Olympics, and now he's a judge at the fair.
Yes.
What doesn't he do?
He is. He's like something else. Yeah, he is. He flew from Paris right to Washington, Pennsylvania, to the Washington County Fair to judge. We haven't heard a word from him. He left a while ago, too. He must be having a hard time picking. I was a judge at the county fair one time. I forget which county. I mean, it had to be Washington.
Oh,
that's the closest one.
There they are.
Yeah, okay. So Steve right now is at the county fair, and he is the judge in the sewing and quilting divisions. I think there's a couple different divisions. You know, there's probably embroidery, sewing, quilting, garment sewing, you know, and he has been gone a long time. He has. So I'm thinking he's having a hard time picking the winners. So we'll see. I hope he takes pictures, and I guess he won't see the names of the people that that he's judging.
Oh.
Yeah, because then he'd be biased.
It's a blind.
Yeah,
blind.
yeah. They take the names away. Yeah. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jacqueline. So, hi, Debbie. So we are sewing together our pouch from our IQ designer book. And there was no way I could design the embroidery and sew the pouch on the same day. It would have taken too long, but I am so glad we're sewing together the pouch because I was mixed up about 10 times. I didn't get it completely done, but almost. But, you know, you'll see. I think we should get started. So, okay, so I'm starting out on page 147 of the Mastering IQ Designer book. You know, right now we're doing an advanced project. We've done a whole bunch of beginner and intermediate, and this is the first time pretty much. Maybe we did another one, but I think it was like the easiest of the advanced, but there's some really cool projects in the advanced. So it is definitely a book if you own a Destiny, Altair, Meridian, Solaris, or like Brother machines, you know, so anything. So Baby Lock, it's IQ Designer. Brother, it is My Design Center. So any of those, you will want this book. I know it's expensive, but see, they don't print a zillion of them. But I think there's 21, 26 projects. I forget. But they're really good, and you really learn your machine. Okay, so I wanted to go over the cutting instructions because there's something I would change. So the pouch top fabric, so maybe I should unpin mine so they can see what it looks like so far, and I can pin this together again. And we're using cork, and we're using those bag zippers. Okay, so this is how it's sewed out. Okay, I'll put this over here. So let's see, I'll move this here so you can see. So right here, so we did pretty good. Okay, we've got, we laid down our fabric, we did some fancy fills, we sewed in the zipper in embroidery, so that was great. I think that part of it alone is wonderful. You could do whatever you want with the rest of it, but now you know how to sew in a zipper with in IQ Designer, which is wonderful. So we did fancy fill, and we sewed this cork down with a decorative stitch, which we've never done anything like that before. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so in the instructions for cutting, get rumpled up. Okay, pouch bottom fabric, 2 pieces of cork, 10" by 5.5" Okay, so I have those here, and I have 2 pieces. Okay, now the next item, Baby Lock Tearaway Firm Stabilizer, cut 12" by 12". I didn't use this, so you don't need this. So there was nowhere in the instructions where they told you to insert this or anything. And it's too small for the hoop that you're using. 12 and 12 is too small. So just cross that line out. And you know what? They did put out an addendum with corrections. So I bet if you find the addendum on Baby Lock's site, it will probably have that direction. So, all right. And, okay. Oh, somebody wanted us to explain not the card reader, but the CD-ROM reader. So I don't even think we have one of those over here, right? I think we'll have to wait for that. Yeah, so, okay, because it takes a long time to sew it. Batting, okay, so you're gonna need 2 pieces of batting, 10" by 8.5". So 2 pieces of batting. And what I wanted to tell you, you wanna make sure that you are using your embroidery batting. So it's got the purple label, and you know what? You're not going to know it once you take the label off. So I would keep that label wrapped around so you know this is embroidery batting. Embroidery batting has what they call scrim, but it's this polyester layer, and that holds it all together. This is cotton batting. Cotton batting you can put in your microwave. So for all those bowl cozies we were making, you have to use the cotton because, that was like stumping us. One Christmas, somebody said that theirs lit on fire in the microwave. And we're like, what? And it turned out it was the polyester fibers of the embroidery batting, and the polyester thread was lighting on fire, and it was creating burn marks in the cotton fabric. So this is the cotton batting. Now I just pulled on it, so it's kind of exaggerated there. But the thing with the cotton batting, it doesn't have the scrim, and so it stretches. And look, it doesn't bounce back. So you have to be careful with it, make sure it lays flat. So you can use it, but I do like the embroidery batting much better. So yeah, keep the roll label and keep in cardboard tube batting is rolled on. Yeah. Oh, keep it inside. That's a good idea, Louise. So that's what she did, is kept the paper right inside so she'd know which one was which. Okay. All right. Now, so we did the batting. And that was 2 pieces, 8.5 by 10, and then lining fabric, 2 10" by 9. And I just decided I was going to just do the lining the same color. So we're very excited because, this is what makes this look so good, is that my zipper matches my fabric. And see, that's the key when you're buying your zipper. So you also need a zipper 12 inches or longer. But the key is, you can do a contrasting zipper, but if you match your zipper to your fabric, if you put it in a little crooked, it's not going to show up. So in the beginning, I would do it matching. And we have, today we have a lot of zippers with matching grunge from Moda. So I think that's going to make your job a lot easier. So, okay, so I got that. All right, so we have everything. I feel like I have extra things. I must have skipped this one, so I didn't tell you. Oh, here, the first one, pouch top fabric, which is 2 10" by 4" pieces. Okay, so you're ready to go sew? Well, I'm ready. You ready, PJ?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to take these pieces over. So I'm going to be jumping up and down to the cutting table. So we're ready for that, right?
We're ready.
I was going to try to have everything down there, but I do better cutting when I'm standing up. So I'm going to have all my pieces here, and maybe right on the edge so I can kind of turn around and grab them. Okay, and I'm going to have this sample here too. So there, I got my thread. All right. So last week we did the IQ Designer. And this week we're going to sew it together. So the sewing together starts off with, I'm just going to go home so you can see. So the sewing it, oh, which reminds me, see, we switched machines. And so I went to find my pouch, and here it was in another room. So I had to go find the right machine. So that won't happen to you, but it would have been safer for me to save it on a flash drive and keep it all together, even though I had it saved on the machine. Okay, so we are going to see what page where the sewing starts. Okay, here we go. Stitching steps. That's on page 151. Okay. Now, you know what, when I'm doing this, I do like to have my book right here. So, and you know, I run into trouble because my big hoop will hit the wall. And so I looked at it. So let's go in and get it. So embroidery, and then I'm going to go to the pocket. And then it's on my flash drive, and it's in that port, and it's in the B pocket. So whenever you save it on the flash drive, it puts it in the B pocket. So select the design and set. And you know what, just to be safe, I'm going to go memory, save on the machine. Okay, now, so the first one I did in the largest hoop, but I'm wasting a lot of stabilizer. So the design ends up 7.47 inches tall by 9.48 wide. So you can do this. So Destiny Altair Meridian, you could do this in your 9.5 by 9.5 hoop. And then Solaris people can do it in their 10 5/8 by 10 5/8. So then we won't waste as much stabilizer. So I'm going to put my 10 5/8 by 10 5/8, and I'm starting out with a thread that I can really see. So I'm on white and I have dark brown thread. So that's going to work. Okay, so step one is thread the machine with the appropriate color for zipper insertion. So I have a dark brown because I am going to be working with my brown zipper. Here's my brown zipper. And then you also need paper tape nearby. And do you see what I did? Yeah, you see it over there, or do I have it here? Okay, so you're going to need your paper tape. Oh, I just bumped the screen. Okay.
That's okay.
I'm going to lower this. I think I do better with both feet on the ground. Okay. All right. So can they see? Because I bumped it. They could see. Oh.
Just, there we go.
Okay. So now I'm going to go to embroidery. And so I have my thread matching or close to matching my zipper, okay, and my fabric, my top fabric. So, okay, so the first thing I'm going to sew, I'm just going to start to sew. Now, I do want them to see what my machine did, because I don't even know how I did it, but there must have been holes in my rectangle for my zipper. So I'm just going to press start, and they're going to see that it's like it sews out. It's supposed to sew out a rectangle, because look at the rectangle is right on my screen, but I must have had holes in my rectangle, because you'll see what my machine does. So it stopped and it's going back, and then I thought, oh, I better go back in and redigitize that part. And after I saw it sewn out, I thought, well, no, I ended up with the right thing, and it's not going to hurt anything. But see, it stopped there. It's going to slide over and do like a couple stitches. So I must have had holes. I must have bumped that line with my eraser. So there, it just did like 3-4 stitches. So I must have bumped that line. But so if yours does this, don't worry. As long as you end up with that rectangle in the end, you're fine. This is just to place your zipper. See? Oh, it pulled the thread out, which it did before. And I think it's just because it's just stitched such a tiny area. So I'm going to rethread. Don't let it bother you. Just keep going. And let me know. Let me know if yours did that too. Because I'm just wondering, it was the very first step we put in. So I don't want to go back and sew all that over again. There.
Embroidery thread for this, right?
Well, yeah, because whatever thread you want on the, I think there's going to be some top stitching. So it doesn't matter. Embroidery thread is polyester, but you can use your, whatever thread you want. I have the embroidery bobbin in. The bobbin thread never shows. So you also kind of have to decide what color thread you want to use on your cork for the decorative stitch. So there's my cork and the decorative stitch. And I wanted it to show up, so I thought brown. I might have gone with like an orange, but because I want it to show up. I think it's really neat. Okay, so see, it's going back and forth, but we're going to be fine. Don't worry. So I thought it would be better for me to show this in case yours ended up that way. Yours may not. I was kind of worried the whole time because here I'm stitching little stitches in the tearaway stabilizer. I was afraid I was kind of perforating it, but everything turned out all right in the end. And I thought, why didn't she use no-show? But when I get to that point, I'll show you. Okay, so we are good. Okay, so there, it stitched the rectangle. Now you're gonna take, and she doesn't say to take it out, but I'm gonna at least pull it towards me so I can see. And then I have my zipper. So I already cut my zipper in half, and I put a piece of tape on the end so I won't end up pulling the zipper tab all the way off. But you want this closed at this point, because see how you get a gap there? That will give you trouble. Okay, so I'm going to close it. I get nervous when I get too close to the edge, but it's going to be plenty long. And your next step, it is just going to sew that zipper in. But what is so important is that you sew it in straight. So that's why it might be better even to go, I think I am better to go to the table, PJ.
Sure.
So I think I'm going to run up there and bring my tape with me. Because the first time I tried to sew this in, I did it while it was still in the machine, and it starts to sew, and it sewed it in crooked. So I took it out, put new tearaway in, and then here, so I'm going to position it. So you want that centered. So what I did, I'm going to have a piece of tape already, okay, nice and long, so it'll cross right over. So I'm looking here, and I'll bend my zipper up and make sure that is in the middle. So I'm looking at the top and bottom and making sure it's in the middle. I'm going to double check again. So I think I'm going this way just a little too far. Let me put my finger down a little farther and check it. So there, I think about right there. Okay, so I'm keeping my finger there and putting it. Okay, lots of paper tape needed for this project. Same thing on the other end. I'm going to have that long piece of tape ready. I'm going to take it and flip it back. There. And it is looking good there. I'm going to keep my finger on it and put the tape away from where I'm going to sew. I just don't like to sew through it because then it's harder to get the little pieces of tape out. Okay, so now we are ready to go back to the machine. Okay, so here, and I was still scared. So what I did, I'm gonna slide it in first. Okay, and then you can kind of step through it. So turn on your W plus, so your needle beam, and that's going to show you where it's, look at, I'm going to start to sew right in the tape when I said be careful not to, but I'm not going to worry about it. But I can step through it. So I go to plus minus, okay, plus minus, and then I'm going to just press the +1 button, and then just go and take a look where it's going to go. There it's tying a knot. Okay. I'm even going to stand up and look while it's doing it. Okay, I think I could advance by 10.
I think we froze.
Oh, what's that? We
sorry.
froze?
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There.
jeez. I have our Olympic graphics on from last night.
Oh, really?
Sorry about that.
Oh,
There we go. We're back.
Okay, so where do you think they saw any of this?
Let's go look at your needle beam.
Yeah.
Let's back up a little.
Okay,
bit.
back up the whole step there.
Mhm.
Okay, so go back. So I have my plus minus and I want to go back to the beginning of the color. So I press the arrow up button. Okay, so from there, okay, so let me show you how I got there. So that is the plus minus button right down here, plus minus. And then I want to turn on my needle beam. This shows me where the needle's going to sew. And then I think I'm just going to press the plus 10, okay? And I'm just going to make sure that that is even the whole way. Am I getting closer there? Oh, yeah, I'm a little, wow, just right there I'm crooked. So let me go back, because that happened my time before. Let me make sure. So I'm seeing that T crossing the teeth part way. So, okay, so minus. Okay, now I'm going to plus. I'm just checking it. Now it's not good. Okay, you know what? More paper tape, don't you think? I'm just going to grab the paper tape real quick. And, oop, I lost it.
Right here.
You see it. Okay. See, it's good to have a bright. Okay, so I am going to tape that. Hopefully I won't move anything, but I also want to tape far away from where we're going to sew. So hopefully that will do it.
We're saying press your zipper. Would that help?
Yeah, because it's got a bump in it. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
How bad is it?
Well, now that the tape's on, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably would have been better off pressing it. Okay, so there. I think that's pretty good. Okay, I want to double check. Oh, I know this is crazy, but if you put your zipper in crooked, it's devastating. Okay, so then I'm going to check the other side and make sure it's even. Okay, so I'm just going to advance up like 100, another 100. I'm hoping I'll keep going 10. I think it goes back and forth though. There it does. Okay, so I want to get it to the other side. There we are. And are we looking about the same as the other one? I think so. And see, this is where if you have your zipper match your fabric, if you're a little bit crooked, it's not going to show. So that's why I recommend having your zipper match your fabric. Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning of this stitch, which means I'm going to press that arrow up button, and it's going to take me to the very beginning.
Does the pull need to be inside the tapes?
No, I thought that, but no. At this point, you'll have a chance to pull it later, and that's because we have a really nice long zipper. So you want, our zippers are 30 inches, and they have 2 zipper pulls. So you get 2 bags out of it, and this can just stay over there, and when you go to sew the bag together, you'll put the zipper pull inside.
Okay.
Yeah, so that comes later. Okay, so I'll just say okay there, and I'll start to sew. So, so I hope everybody is safe from, I guess they called it a tropical storm, Debbie, but it looks pretty bad in the east. So my daughter called me this morning. She said, I can't get out of my car. The wind's blowing so hard and it's raining so hard. So I wanted to check her weather to see how soon it was going to stop raining. And it said tornado warning for her area. So I said, tornado warning. And that's in the Baltimore area. Now, I don't know whether you noticed, but I noticed that my presser foot is up kind of high. And I have that sensor system on that checks how thick the fabric is, and I think the foot landed on the teeth. So the machine thinks that that fabric is really thick. So that's why. But I didn't run into any problems or anything because that foot was up high. So we're okay. All right. Okay, it's a good idea to use some Wonder Tape along each edge or painter's tape. She says we like the paper tape. Okay, so we tack down our zipper and we're going to turn the page. Okay, for the next step, remove the hoop from the machine. Do not unhoop. Make sure the upper line is going to stitch first. And I didn't really understand what she meant, except I went over and there's a line. And if I turn on my beam again, it'll show me that yes, it's going to stitch the upper line first. Okay, for the lining, so we're going to go, I think we'll go to the table. Oh, it's telling me something. Use the presser foot lifter to raise the presser foot. Thought I did. Okay, all right. And, okay, turn the hoop over. I think I'm better off going to the table to do this. Okay. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you are gonna put the fabric right sides together. So I'm gonna get my book for the whole thing. I kept checking things with the pictures. That's why this book is so good. So good. Okay, turn the hoop over and on the underside, place the lining right side down and align with the outer edge. So remember, it's gonna sew that the top line first. So they want you to go with your fabric, with your wrong sides facing down. I'm just going to center it with the zipper. It looks like it's about a 1/2 inch bigger on each side. And I'm going to just align that with that top stitching line. Okay, now you're going to be sliding this on the machine and it's going to want to flip around. So making sure my microphone felt like it flipped over. Okay, so I'm going to tape it far away from where I'm going to sew. Okay, I'm thinking this little corner up here and up here. Okay, okay. So it's going to sew the top line, then it's going to flip over. Okay, attach a piece of Wonder Tape to hold it in place. Carefully place the hoop back onto the machine. Now, I didn't do that yet because, oh, I think I did. You should see your lining fabric through the stabilizer, nice and smooth. Now, take a look at the next one. It says, now place one of the 3 18 by 10 fabrics. So that one really stumped me. Wait a minute. They didn't tell us to cut any 18 by 10. So really, it is the 4 by 10. So make a correction in the book. And there's not 3 pieces. There's only 2. So that line is incorrect. So all I did is I took my my marker and I circled it to remind me, and you'll only have 2 4 by 10, right side down on the zipper edge and tape in place. So remember, this is where this is. Okay, this is the top. Okay, and this is where it's going to sew first, up here. So you're going to take this and you're going to position it, centering it with the stitching, and position it right along. And this is a time like the fabric's kind of wrinkled, and so I think I do want to just iron that really, really quick. We'll give it a second. So it's going to stitch, okay, and then you are going to flip both those over, and you're going to do the other side the same way. Okay, so we'll just give that a second. And so I had PJ running all over the place, matching up zippers with fabric. He did a great job. Wait, do you see what he has ready for you? So, and I'll just iron this one too while I'm at it.
So we're using the embroidery batting, not the
cotton batting. Yeah, because it's more stable. It's going to stretch out of shape. So okay, so here I'm going to position my fabric. Oh, my iron wasn't hot enough, but I think I'll be okay. So here, now it's going to be stitching there, and I'm going to take my paper tape and sew again and tack that down. Okay, and stitch the next step to secure the pouch lining. So I'm going to try to position this so it's not going to be sewed. So one of mine, somehow the corner flipped over on one of my first ones. So now I want that corner to be held down. I think I'm good. Okay, so I've got my lining piece going down. I've got my top fabric going down. We're going to go back to the machine and stitch it. Okay. Did anybody get their pouch done? Really, it kind of did get you mixed up. So I'm so glad that we're sewing it out with them. Okay, so now
Okay.
I am, so I'm just going to sew that stitch. So I'll just press start and let it do its thing. So it's sewing, and I can see, so she said make sure that this is smooth underneath, and you'll make sure it didn't fold over underneath. And I can see all the edges of my fabric here, so I know I'm okay. And I'm glad it goes over it twice. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to slide it out of the machine again and do the same thing for the other side. You know, when they started showing us in the hoop projects, you know, did we ever think that we were going to be able to design our own? Never, right? Okay, take the hoop, but do not unhoop. Flip it over to the back side and bring the lining back along the stitch line. And so I like having my iron warm. I'm still going to use the tape, so I'm going to save these pieces of tape. And I've got tape there, but I don't think it'll, but maybe just, I made PJ, I didn't have a pair of these tweezers that I really like. And he went running back for it, and really you do need these really sharp tweezers, because at one point you're going to be ripping away the tearaway stabilizer that's right underneath the zipper. And you have to get it all out or it shows from the right side. So here I'm going to take this, slide it this way. Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing here. Maybe I'll just snip away some of those knots on the back. They probably won't end up showing. But I'll just snip those away. And then I'm going to take my iron and just gently iron it. Because I don't want that to roll towards the zipper. You know, it could, while you're unzipping and zipping, it could get caught. Okay, so there's the back, and I'm going to tape that away. Right, and then this one. Okay, and then because we're doing the other direction.
Okay, so I think the question is which side is right side up? And
oh, yeah, okay, on both of these, when you sewed it, it was right side facing down. So, because you're going to flip it, okay. So now at this point you see the right side here. Okay, so now this one, go here. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to try to get some more of this tape off so I don't like melt it while I'm ironing. There we go. Okay, and here. Okay, it's looking good. I did good. Okay, you're allowed to zoom in, PJ, because I did pretty good. It's a nice and even spacing. You know how disappointing it is when it isn't even spacing? So I am going to pull on this fabric and press. Okay, and do that from the other side too. Pull it away from the teeth and give it a press. Okay, there. It's looking good. It's looking good to me. Okay, so then I'm going to tape that back. Okay, now add your second lining to the other outer edge. So it's this one. I need to go, so we'll do the back first. And so here it is. There is the stitching line. This is the edge. This is where it's going to stitch. So it's going to stitch on this second line, and I'm going to get my 10-inch wide. I guess it was 10 by 9. I forget. I better tell you the right thing. Okay, so it's a lining fabric. Yes, 10-inch wide by 9-inch. Okay, so I'm going to position that here. Okay, right along that line. And I'm going to tape it in place. There.
Lots of tape. We'll
Lots
save
of
fun.
tape. And I don't usually use a lot of tape. So this project, these in the hoop projects, you really do need the tape.
My kids are annoyed I'm listening to you while picking corn in Minnesota.
Yeah, somebody's listening while they're picking corn in Minnesota. They're annoyed. They want your attention. But hey, this is fun for us. They should be glad that you know what? What would we do if we didn't have sewing? What would we do? We need, what would we do? Go shopping? My babysitter said that, Mimi. She said you know, uh, she said she had a friend that was really lonely, and she was very wealthy. So and Mimi said to me one time, she said, there's only so much shopping you can do, because shopping gets boring. And as a poor thing, she should have known how to sew and she never would have gotten bored, right? So I'm going to give this a press too. There's a wrinkle.
Ruthanna says they'll get over it. The kids, they'll get over being annoyed with watching the show. If you have it on every single day, they'll just get used to it.
During every meal, everything, yeah, they might get a little annoyed with you. Okay, so there, I'm positioning. Oh, and I've got paper tape there. I better get that out of there. Look I got paper tape right where my zipper, it's going to show. So this is, okay, let's see if I can, oh no.
Is that devastating?
There, oh no, it's not devastating. Look, it's coming out. It's coming out. So a normal pair of tweezers, he brought me over the ones that we use for edge to edge. And I said, no, that's not going to work for this. Because look, I'll be able to get this out of there. So I'll just kind of rough it up a little bit. And I'll be able to pick that out of there. But you know what I bought? I bought on Amazon, it was like 280 permanent ink markers for $40. And so you could find the closest marker to this and just dab it. So Ruth Ann told me, now Ruth Ann is like, every stitch she takes is perfect. We were doing a project and she thought, she goes, just go get a red marker and touch that up. So even Ruth Ann does that. So it's okay to do that. Okay. So what I do with my fabric right here. Okay. So again, right side facing down. Okay. And the grunge fabric, it has a definite right and wrong side, but I'm thinking you might not see it on camera. Okay. So I'm going to position it, lining it up, even on the sides with the other one, because you're going to want to trim everything even on your final steps. So there. I'm going to try to keep the tape away from where it's going to sew so I don't have to pick that out. So I think I'm good there. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. So I have my piece on the back taped aside, my piece on the front taped aside. Okay. I had a lady one time say that, you might as well just sew the pouch. But, well, for one thing, you can't add the fancy fill stitches. And the other thing, that our machines sew so perfectly straight. Oh, look at this. I put my hoop in wrong. Okay, this way. So see, the bracket was on the other side. Okay. So there, and I am ready to go. I'm just going to sew. There. So right now we are on step 4. And go back to the iron and do the next step. And see, I can see the foot is up really high, and that's because when it touched down. So really, this might be a time where you would, I didn't run into any trouble, but it might be a time where you turn that fabric sensor system off. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're going to go back to the table and to iron. And, okay, I'm giving PJ a workout today.
That's
We
okay.
pretty much give him a workout every day. So, there. Get those tweezers out. Okay, this one I already pressed, but I got to get the paper tape out of there. Okay. And here. Or do I? Let's see. Okay, so now we're on the next page. So back over to the top side. Flip the first upper fabric back right side out. Place the second upper fabric. So we did do that. Okay, so what you did was the second lining piece. So we did all that. Place the hoop back in the machine and stitch the second set of outer lining fabric into place. Make sure. Oh no. Okay, we did all that. So we are okay. Then place the hoop back in the machine, but I like to do this out of the machine. So I'm going to get the tape off of there. And I think I can leave it here. Or do you think it's already sewn down? And I don't want to have to pull this out later. So let's see if I can get it out at least part way. Okay. It might cause me less pain later. So I don't know whether you could even do it without tape because that zipper's going to move. I know some people do use that Annie's tape. It's a real thin tape. And it's really, really sticky. So that would hold your whole zipper in place. That would have helped. See, there's so many good gadgets for sewing. Okay, so here I want to iron that. So I'm going to pull, go there. I think I already did that side. This is the side I need to do. So I'm going to pull. I don't want that fabric coming very close to the teeth because you know how it gets caught in there. Okay, ooh, my iron is really hot. Hear the steam. I think I'll put it on medium. So this in the middle. So I'm just ironing it.
Oh, you said to use those Gypsy Quilter.
Oh, these would
What are
have
those
helped.
called? Seam
Exactly. All right, so I could have held this aside with this. Yes, and then my fingers wouldn't have gotten so close. I'm thinking, okay, let's try different ones. I'm thinking that one. No, I like that little one. I like the little one. So it comes with a set. And so there, I could have held it away with that, held that in place. And there, yeah, definitely. And then here I'm not even, my iron is not coming close to my fingers.
Help me
So
out.
this would be good to use.
So what are those called? Do you remember?
These.
Ironing or
Oh,
pressing
I don't,
tools?
yeah, I don't
I'm
remember.
looking for
Is it
'em.
in the lineup? I bet we forgot.
I think we forgot.
You had a new package of them. So we
Oh,
could
I
find the
did.
package. I think you did.
I think
So-
I did too.
Yeah.
They're just called silicone tools. Position and press.
Okay, position and press. Okay, so we got to do the same thing for the other side. Okay, there. Now the next step is the fancy fill. So it's good to know that because then you'll like say, okay, because at this point you're probably saying, now which way do we have to fold the fabric now? But now we just put it into position. Let me get that tweezer. So you need the tweezers, and for removing the stabilizer, I needed them again. So okay, so here I already ironed that one, and I'm just gonna go real light with it. Let's see, so this will hold it. Let's see, I feel like maybe this one. Well, we'll see. So maybe even a smaller iron would help. So see, that's pulling it, and then I can iron right over it, and they don't melt. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, that's good. Okay, now, so I got to tape this one back. No. We're doing the fancy fill. Okay, what fancy fill are we doing first? I'm looking at the design on the screen, and it's going to be the upper one. So do I want my lining there? No. So this is, okay, so I've got this is my bracket is on this side. So it's going to do the fancy fill here. So I need my fabric down, and I need my batting. So you're going to put your batting right up to the stitching, making sure it even on both sides, and then bring your fabric down. Okay, I have a big wrinkle. I must have done that when I was ironing the back.
We're also saying, oh, that poor cutting mat underneath.
Oh, the poor cutting mat. I know.
All
I
the
know.
wo-
I should have the mat. Yes.
all the wool mats over
Oh,
here.
yes, yes.
That's it.
Okay, so I'm good there. Okay, I better tape that.
We'll just say what not to do and
Yeah, we're showing you what not to do. Yes, we did that on purpose. Okay, so I don't want my lining there because then my the fancy fill's going to be on the lining and it's going to be the bobbin thread and it's not going to look good. So there, and then I won't be able to turn it inside out and everything. So I'm going to take both pieces of the lining, and it's actually down in my hoop. Here's my bracket, and that'll be down. Okay. My goodness, look at how much tape. But I guess I could reuse the tape, but I'm always in a hurry. Okay, so here's my bracket. Make sure nothing is up here on the back. Make sure that you have your fabric and your batting. Okay, now, can I position this now? Oh, you're going to have to come back to the table anyhow, so I might as well just go, come back up. Okay, now this time I want a thread that's going to show up because it's a fancy fill. Okay, now let's just double check that my fabric is not folding up there. No, I can see all the fabric down here, so I'm okay. Okay, so I love this. You can tell I love it. The V114, it's wonderful for fall colors. And we use it every year. So, and we have 2 spools here, and both spools are almost empty. So we really do use that one a lot when we're doing the edge-to-edge quilting, when we're doing our fancy fills for the fall. We keep pulling out this V114, which it goes from like a cream color to orange to rust. So it's perfect for fall projects. There, thread it. Now see, I didn't tape my fabric down, but I did press it. So I think I'm okay. I'm looking at that crease there and it's looking good. I just want to make sure it doesn't bubble up. And it seems like your fabric sticks to the batting anyhow. Okay, so I've got my thread in and I'm just going to start. So I guess my foot isn't down. Oh, no. Look at this. See, the machine puts the foot down. I press the button, it's telling me I don't have my lever down. So it'll tell you right there what you're doing wrong. Instead of flashing an error symbol at you, it's going to tell us. Now, just to save time, I am not going to sew the second fancy fill. But we did put 2 fancy fills. I had a hard time deciding the color. So I went with a cream color, and I don't think you could see. So I really wanted a metallic that would go with it. So we're going to have to look at the metallics that are in that King Star metallic box and see which one we would have liked. Backing is set, so the backing fabric is forward. So that's what you want. So we're good. So, and remember, she had us do, because we were putting fancy fill on fancy fill, she had us make that fancy fill a little bigger. I'm seeing it bubble here, so I'm just gonna smooth it. This is the only time you get to rest, so enjoy it and watch your machine go.
This thread is awesome.
It is. When I went to the high schools, it was actually middle school and high school teachers, I said, we set up the machines with variegated thread, and I told them the students love to watch the variegated thread. They think it's fascinating. And so make sure you get some variegated threads for your classroom. So they really liked our ideas. So, you know, because kids really do like going to thrift stores. They do. Um, we have a brand new secondhand store just down the street here, just a couple, like a 1 block away. And I know Tommy went into it and said it was really busy, really busy. I don't know whether you're all into that, but I've never been, I've never been interested in secondhand clothing. I guess we were making, at one point, we made a skirt out of t-shirts, and I don't have any t-shirts. And so it was actually a very cute project. I'm going to have to tell the teachers about that one. You know, we have a really, really neat teacher at a school very, very close to the store, Krista Sullivan. She had them do a popcorn night bag, and she had them make a bag, and then they embroidered a thing of popcorn on the bag, and then, you know, she showed them fill it with everything you need, and I just thought that was such a cute idea. She's very enthusiastic. Really, she didn't know anything about embroidery machines, and the district decided to buy her one, and she came in and got lessons on it, but she took to it instantly. And I thought, that is a really neat teacher. So I think it's getting there. Oh, but you know what? The second line of stitching, so let me show you here. So remember the second line of stitching. So if I sews the straight stitch around, and it kind of gives a little top stitching. So see right there, and see the first line. I should have sewn only the second thing of stitching, not the first, because the second one had that top stitching that's going to hold your fabric away from the zipper. So do you think I could put in the second one? See, it has you go back and forth. Okay, so I think the next one is going, well, we'll see. I think the next one was Dusty Rose. Yeah, the next one, it has you tape your fabric going the other way, and then sewing this on the other side. So, you know, I do get mixed up if I jump ahead, but I think this is one of those times where I'll really save time by jumping ahead. So I'm going to jump ahead, okay? It's because I'm all taped and I'm all in place. So I'm going to go plus minus. I'm going to go to the next color, and there it is. So I only had to, it was ready to do the next color down here. So then I jumped ahead. Everything's taped in place. And so we'll go here. And I'm going to just do that cream color thread. Oh, they have gold. I'm thinking gold this time. We'll make this one a little bit different. I was looking for a metallic because you know how I like metallic. So there's probably something I could have used. Okay. Oh, we could just advance to the top stitching. You're right. Oh, let's do that. Okay, that's a really good idea, Jean. Okay. Just to save time, not that I wouldn't want the design, but I want that top stitching. So let's take a look. So let's go ahead by 100 stitches. So 100, oh no, 1,000. Oh, there I am. I might be there. Let's check where it goes next. Plus 10. Yes, I am. Right? No, I'm still in the fancy fill. So let's go up. Oh, another 1,000. Another 100. Okay, where am I? My cursor is, oh, way up there. Okay, so I'm going to go up another by 10, maybe 100. Yeah, it's still doing fancy fill. So we're pretending like it's sewing this out. I'm just doing this. You don't have to do this. Okay, it looks like it might be on the straight stitch. Yes, it is. Now that's going to be in the side seam. Let's just make sure that it's going to go up to the top. There it is. Okay, so we'll minus 10. So that I don't need to sew the sides, just the top. And I have the gold. I'll just keep that in. Okay, so we advance through just to save time. So And there it's doing that nice top stitching. So keep that in mind. If you decide you only want one fancy fill, not two on top of the other, you're going to want, if you only put the one in, you're going to want to turn outline on for that one. See, and it's going to do this beautiful, perfect straight top stitching. People are going to think you're the best sewer ever. Okay, so I think I'm good there. Okay, cut. Now, just so I don't get mixed up, I'm going to go back. I think you all keep me on track, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back and then back again. There we go. So now I need to take this and tape the fabric, the backing fabric in the other direction and put my batting in. So if I was only going to do one fancy fill, I think I would keep it at regular size. You know, remember we made it a little bigger, but there we've got that perfect top stitching. Okay, so we're going to flip it over to the back, and now all of the fabric on the back has to be taped the other direction because we don't want to sew through it. This is so good. This was designed by, I got to tell you, because maybe look for her name, because Joan Clemens, and her picture is in the book. So I think she's an educator for Baby Lock. Maybe I could have her come. We're gonna look into that, right?
All right,
Right?
it's on the board.
You're gonna put her name on the board. That's who we want. She designed this.
Say her name one more time.
Joan Clemens, Clemons. So. Okay, so I taped it away. Okay, and now I'm going to take my other piece of batting and tuck it right up to the stitching.
Where did the decorative fill come from?
What's that?
Where did you get the decorative fill?
Oh, that was last week. No, yeah, last Friday. So in order to set this all up, you do it in IQ Designer, and we showed you step by step. On last Friday. And you really do have to have the Mastering IQ Designer book in order to follow along with it. And I can't make copies of those pages because those people worked really hard to do this. And it just wouldn't be right to make copies of it. I'm sure I'd get a phone call from somebody if I would do that. So, okay. I'm just going to tape the fabric down just a hair. Hopefully I won't run into trouble with that. Okay, so now so I'm going to turn it your way. So here's the bracket over here. So this is how it's going into the machine now. So I have my fabric all taped up at this point, and this top fabric is down. Okay, we still haven't heard from Steve. I bet he's having fun at the county fair. I bet he's eating cotton candy right now and riding on a ride all by himself. Yes. And touching cows.
Touching cows.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Okay. We're going to go in, and I'm going to put that variegated thread back in. Okay. So here I'm putting the bracket, this time remembering to flip that lever down, but your machine warns you. If you have a red light and you can't figure out why, just press it, and then on the screen it will tell you what you're doing wrong. I like that feature. Because you can't see that the lever's down or up. Your stabilizer covers it. Yeah.
What brand is the variegated thread?
Oh, exquisite. We're going to show it. Put it in the bubble, PJ.
Sure.
Yeah, we love it. We sell it in the individual spools, but it's really nice to have the whole set. So I threaded the machine, make sure my fabric is smoothed. It's looking good. Start.
So this is, I'll put this specific, this is Amber Glow.
What's that?
This thread is called Amber Glow.
Oh, is it?
V114.
Oh, Yeah, V114. I never knew the name before. Amber Glow. Okay. I have to get with. Oh no, I can't tell you. I'm about to spill the beans on my gift box. I just have a hard time keeping secrets, you know. I do. I'm just so excited about what we're doing. So I'm hearing a noise. Are you, PJ?
I heard a click.
Oh, that's my. I see it. It's my stabilizer getting caught on the unit. I thought it was the thread was doing something, but my stabilizer was kind of crackling over here. I was afraid it was, some. I'd pull it out and the backside would look terrible because I didn't thread it right or something. So, see, this is again when you get to rest. Do they have an aqua one? We'll be showing all the colors. Or do you have the box? Because while it's sewing, we could show them the colors.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I'll just leave this here, and
Should we jump up there? And,
Yep.
That's easier? Okay.
Oh. Where are we? Okay.
And where?
Do you want the variegated?
Yeah. Maybe I'll get rid of my tape while we're here. And look what I have. I don't know whether you can see it. I've got my little trash can over here with my Diet Pepsi holder so I don't bump it off. Okay, so somebody was wondering about aqua variegated. Let's see. Well, this one has aqua in it. So here, I'll turn it this way. So this one has like aqua and like a pinky red. Okay, this one's shades of pink. This one looks like pink and purple. Looks like a little yellow in it too. This one I use for baby blankets. It's all pastels, yellow, pink, and blue. This one, fluorescent. So yellow, bright pink, bright orange. Here's our favorite, V114. Our favorite this time of year. And then this one is grays and blacks.
I think I gotta zoom in on these on these.
Oh, okay.
With this. See if I can get close enough.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there, I can even turn, oh yeah, that looks good. So shades of gray, shades of blue. This one is really nice too. If you want it to show up, that's another nice one for fall. It's it looks yellow, but it's kind of golden yellow. And it goes to what? Like there's a little bit of orange, shades of green, shades of purple and lilac. Here's another, oh, this one was shades of like royal blue. And this one looks like it's navy blue going to light blue. Here's another one. This one is great. This one is cream to a very, you can hardly see the variegated in this one, but it's really pretty. Red, white, and blue for the Olympics. When you're making your Olympic zipper jacket, you could use that. And then this one is yellow and purple. I'm just seeing two colors in there, yellow and purple, but it's a really nice assortment. So yeah, we do need, Pat, we do need to get this. But see, I'll have to do my own because I can't put Jones on a flash drive. That wouldn't be right. So I'm going to have to design another one, maybe a bigger one, a bigger pouch. And we'll use different, and maybe we'll do candle wicking instead of top stitching. So we'll do another one. Okay, and do it our own way. And then I can put it on a flash drive. So, okay. All right, so now remember what we have to do here. I'm going to put the gold thread in, and I am going to do the top stitching. So I have to advance until it gets to the top stitching. And that's because we, when we did that fancy fill, we turned the outline on. So if you only want one, just make sure that you have outline on. There. Okay. Okay, so look at this. I've got a couple jump stitches that didn't cut, but who knows? I don't know why, but I see them, so I'm just gonna snip them. Okay, I've got my gold thread in. I press. Okay, so now I advanced to the, so it went up here. So remember we're at plus minus. We're gonna go down. Okay, there we're in the right position. And I went up like a couple thousand stitches. There's 4,000. 5,000, no. Okay, so that's minus by 100. That's just my my stabilizer making a noise. Okay, minus. There we are. Okay, minus 100. Okay, there it's doing the top stitching. Minus 100 there. Okay, so let's just double check. We'll just, so yeah, that, I think I'm good. So I'm just gonna minus 10 till I see it on the side. And the sides I know I'm gonna be putting in the seam allowance, so I don't worry about those. Okay, so I'm just gonna press start. Hopefully I've got the right spot. And there it's doing the, oh no, it's doing the fancy fill. So it's doing a little bit of fancy fill at the same time. So we're good. We'll just keep going. But yours, you're going to sew out both of them, or you're going to have outline on if you only want one on. So it's adding a little bit of, but it looks good. See, the machine decides what order it wants to sew things. Okay, there we go. Okay, now the next one it's going to do is it's going to stitch a placement line for your cork. And if I do it in gold, it might show up. So I'm going to do it in brown. So I'll be able to see it. It's going to match my fabric. So I'm going to put the brown thread in. And, okay, I have my, okay, where is my backing fabric? Can't do it. My backing fabric's up there. So if I start to sew right now, right there, it is going to sew right through my fabric. So it tells you that in your instructions. So I should jump up and do it, because then I can tell them exactly what step in the book it's doing. Okay. Okay, so there it sewed. Okay, so second layer, decorative fills, don't stitch the straight stitch lines. So here's a place they don't tell you, she doesn't tell you to move your fabric. So what did I do? I didn't move my fabric, and I started to sew, and it sewed a straight line through it. So I had to pick that out. So right after, oh wait, yes she does. Repeat for the second layer of decorative fills. Don't forget to flip both the lining fabrics to the opposite side where the decorative fill. No, then when it goes to do the straight stitch lines, she should say there, don't forget to flip your lining fabrics. So where is it going to sew first? It is going to sew at the top. So then here's my bracket, and here's the top. So I need that backing fabric to be flipped down, both pieces. You didn't get it. Well, you saw a picture of it finished in the book. But yeah, I started pinning mine, so you really didn't get to see how good it looks. So there, now I'm going to go back to the machine and sew the straight stitch line. So it's just going to tack it down. So here's my bracket. So it's going to go into the machine like this, and it's just going to do a straight stitch placement line. Then I'm going to have to do the same thing. So maybe I could do that while at the machine. I'm going to bring my tape over and see if I can. Okay. So slide it in. And we're going to, I flipped that down. I'm good. It's going to do the straight stitch up there. My lining pieces are all at the bottom. I can see them here. Oh, I don't have my thread threaded. So here's my brown thread.
What page you on?
Oh.
I can answer that.
Yes, so right.
153.
Yeah, 153. So it is step 15. Stitch the straight stitch lines. So she doesn't tell you to flip the fabric, towards the bottom, and then you got to go and flip the backing fabric towards the top. So that whole step. So what was the step number again? So just make a note at step 15 on page 153 that you're going to have to flip your lining fabrics in the other direction so that you don't get stitched down. And I bet there's an addendum to the book.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, so I think they have it on Baby Lock's website, the corrections. So it's just, you can hardly see it because it matches my fabric. It's going to go over. It's going to run into a piece of tape. Everything's all right. Okay. It'll stop here. Then I'm going to take it out of the machine, take the hoop out of the machine. And I think I can stay right here and get the next one. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put the fabrics going in the other direction. I have my paper tape handy.
Okay.
There. This is the point where I go, is it midnight yet? Because I feel like I keep them so long. But really, I think you would have not known what to do. And it would have been frustrating. You would have done the wrong thing. And then you threw your project in a drawer and never looked at it again. So this is good you're staying with us. Okay, so now both pieces are up. I'm just double checking that the fabric didn't flip down. I do have it taped, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay. There and there. Okay, so now it's just going to do the straight stitch. So all you see on your screen is the straight stitch, and I still have my brown thread in. Now the next thing it's going to do, I think you're going to position your cork. So let's see in the book. Next step is line up the first cork fabric with the line. So that line you just stitched, and it's where it's going to stitch first. So let's see, it's going to stitch up there first. Okay.
Why are we saying check step 14?
14, step 4, repeat for the second layer of decorative fills. Don't forget to flip both of, so remember I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't know, it says stitch the straight line stitches, but it didn't tell you to flip the backing again.
Interesting.
So just,
Okay.
so just remember, right after 15, just like remember to, how does she say, flip both sides of lining fabrics to the opposite side. Oh, and again, no, because that's talking about fancy fills. So she doesn't tell you to do that when you're doing the straight stitch. So just write in your book. Don't forget to flip both of the lining fabrics for each step. Okay, so here it's going to do, okay, so I've got I'll just get over here and I'll kind of slide it out. And I think I can do that right here without jumping up. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Well, maybe not. I think I'm better off going to the table.
Sure.
We want it to turn out good, right?
We can move this kiwi over if you want.
Yeah,
but
I guess I'm okay, as long as you're okay.
I can move it over for you.
Okay. Did my phone ring again? Did you have to go get it? It's who knows?
Missed video call from Kathy, so it was probably with the kids.
Oh, okay. Okay, so where's it going to sew first? I have to look at my machine, and it's going to sew the top one. So here is my bracket on this side. So this would be right for you to look at it. Right here, here's your bracket, and it's going to sew the one at the top. So here, right there, and I see my line of stitches, and I'm just going to line that up. Remember when we put that Greek key stitch, we made sure it was just below that stitching line. So when you position your cork right there, it's going to position it right in the right spot to sew the cork down and, sew it to the top piece all at the same time. So we don't do a straight stitch or anything to sew that in place. I think I'm good. I can see that brown line. Okay, so I'm going to take that, maybe just pull that up a hair. Let's see. There. Okay, I'm looking good. So now I'll put it back in the machine. Okay, so I got my tape holding it, put it back into the machine. And it definitely, I think, was easier to do that at a table because you really want to make sure you get that straight. Now this time I do have the dark brown thread in. I like that idea. I thought, oh, gold, dark brown. You want to see the stitch, so I think dark brown would be the best. So then press start, and here it's going to do that Greek key stitch, which I think we increased the size to 1/2 inch. And I like that because then we can really see it. But you'll see in your book, it says if you want the line to be thicker, which I do, you're going to sew it over again. So I'll show you how to do that.
Make sure the backing is in the correct place.
Yes. Yeah, make sure the
And
backing.
Does the lining need
Uh-oh.
flipped?
Uh-oh.
Should we stop?
Yeah. Okay, because it's sewing that. Where is this? Oops. Here, I better cut. Okay, cut. Yes. Who caught that? Who caught that? Okay. Press the foot down. What was I thinking? I think as I flipped the hoop around. Oh my. Well, it'll come out pretty quick. Okay. All right. Look what I did right here. No good.
Oh, no.
See, that's what'll happen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna we increased the size, which increased the length, and so I'm just gonna snip some of the threads, and we can get this out pretty quick. Oh, it's faster. I'm gonna do it up at the table. Now, so we have those Kai stitch removers. I should have these. Well, who knew that I was going to do that? Yes. Karen was trying to tell us. Somebody else was trying to tell us. Yeah. People were trying to tell me. So if you do it this way, then you've got a lot of threads that you got to pull out. But we'll deal with that later. So don't give up. Every time I've done something like this, it seems like I've gotten, and you know what taught me that, even the most experienced sewer, in fact, the most experienced sewers have a favorite seam ripper. So that tells me they're ripping out all the time. I remember one time we had an event and 2 ladies called us afterwards to say, I left my favorite seam ripper there. Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah, the Clover. Yep. And they have, but you know what? To pull out your threads, they have, I think it's called Seam Fix, Seam Ripper, something like that. It has this rubber end that helps you pull out the threads. Now you know what can go wrong. Maybe while I'm ripping, do you want to start showing them? I'm most excited for them to see, the cork, and then plus the fabric with the zippers to match. So we can show some.
Okay. Do you want to pull? Yeah, the cork is good. We can do there.
Yeah, the cork that I'm using. So a bunch of people ordered it. I know they were shipping it out, but then we were able to get some more. So this is this paisley cork that I'm using. I love it. It's textured, but we've got some others too. So that one's really neat. So I think it's 18 inches by 25 inches. So the cork comes 25 inches wide. And so you get a half yard of it.
And we'll grab some of the other cork over here.
Yeah. Pull another one. And let's see.
Start. There's a lot of cork. I don't suppose you want to open this and show it.
There. I'll worry about pulling my threads out later, except I have to pull them out up here. So I'm going to tape it away. Now I'm taping it in the right direction. Oh, okay. Okay. And I think I should have my tweezers.
Frog rip. Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't think I've seen frog rip. Frog sewing. Oh.
Rip it up, rip it.
Rip it,
Yeah.
rip it.
I thought there was a new gadget I needed to know about.
Yeah.
You know, I listen. People suggest things to me all the time,
Rip
and
it.
so I listen, and
That's a
I
great,
love getting suggestions.
That's a great name for a seam ripper.
Yeah, rip it. Yeah. So there,
Are
got
you
my
sewing
threads.
a raw edge on the cork before sewing the decorative edge?
No. The cork is just the decorative stitches what's holding it in place. A placement line for the cork is sewn, and then she has you take your cork. But this Greek key stitch, you know, cork doesn't fray, and actually it's easier to work with if you don't turn the seam, because you know the cork doesn't really like to bend that much. So there. Now how about another cork? So you're showing them this one. I love this one though. So it's like embossed, it's textured.
So next we just have this natural pro cork.
Yeah, that's
And
a good
This is
one.
another Sally Tomato.
Yeah, we like Sally Tomato's cork.
So I'll just put it here. I'll try to do two things at once, and I'll zoom in
Yeah.
on it with the
Yeah, so it's
overhead.
just plain. Okay, but guess what? I think I'm ready to start sewing. Now, the reason why I like the plain one is, you know, this print limits you as to what color to put up at the top, kind of. Or does it? Maybe not. This will blend in with anything, but this is really nice to have. And we really like Sally Tomato's products. They're always, you know, all of her zippers and fasteners and hooks and all that. They're really nice quality. So we kind of, when we see her name on it, we know it's good quality and we know to buy it. Okay, we're going back.
We're going back.
Mm-hmm. This time, here it goes in. It's gonna stitch, and my lining fabric is going in the right direction. Oh, Sue and Lisa, yes, from We Love to Stitch. They are visiting on September 5th and 6th. So they are coming into Pittsburgh. They're going to be right in our studio here. And I press the up button. So I already have plus minus. I press the up button so it will start at the beginning of the Greek key. So I see a couple threads I didn't pull out, but I think I'm going to be all right. Yes, and so they are doing, what is it called again, PJ? I had the paper and I hid it.
Holiday in a Hurry.
Holiday in the Hurry 2. So they did another Holiday in a Hurry, but this one, and they're going to come, and I think it's going to be really fun. I'm thinking that Sue and Lisa are going to be doing the talking, and we're going to have a couple machines going. So it's a virtual class that you take with them. And you can get the designs ahead of time. Well, I don't know whether they give them ahead of time, but you can purchase it ahead of time, and you save $20, right?
I'll look at the calendar. I think there is. They gave us a release date that they're gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They will show us the projects. Okay, now remember, you can't really see the stitch. So go back again. So I'm going to go do my up arrow and go right back to that Greek key again and just sew it all over again, because you want to be able to see it. So here is mine sewn twice. and sewn once. Can you zoom in here?
Sure.
Because you can't really see it. You might even want to go 3 times so you can really see it. I like being able to see the stitches. So I like leaving my fancy fills in the heavy. You know, you can make it thinner, the fancy fills, but I like it heavy. It's just going to stitch right over it, right in the exact same spots.
Are you just using your go-to 9014 embroidery needles?
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's it. You know, we started using those when we started these In the Hoop projects. And there, now where is it going? Down there, okay? So I have to position my cork, and I'm gonna go up to the table
Yeah,
because I
do
want to
it.
have a pretty store sample to show everybody. Oh yeah,
Don't
that's
feel
looking
bad
really
for
good.
me. You should see Kathy. She has me going every which way.
Oh, she does? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's fun. So she was here today cutting everybody's farmhouse flannel kits. So she and Mary Lou came in just to do that. So that was nice.
So what is it? We can't really say.
No, we're
a
not
whole
allowed
lot
to
about
tell
it.
you. But
Okay,
we love to stitch.
here we go.
Right now we're doing the crushed ruffle placemats. So everything they do is a touch more elegant than anybody else. And so remember last year their quilt that had the songs in it and the musical notes. It was gorgeous.
Flip your lining. Flip your lining.
Oh, flip my lining. Okay. There. Oh,
Thank
who's
you.
reminding me? Oh, Kathy again. Well, I forget. Everybody's reminding me. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
I'm so thankful for your.
I know
audience.
this is fun that it's you know,
It's
audience
interactive,
participation. Yes. So, and then if they write in all capitals, it means they're like really Gloria.
They're screaming.
Yeah, they're screaming. They're screaming, and so if you see anybody with all capitals, we better read that one.
Okay.
You're going to catch me doing something. Okay, we're good here. This is going better, isn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to put it back in the machine. Are you loving it? I'm loving it. I love it. I never, ever, ever would have thought to do this. So, I never would have thought to sew down my cork with decorative stitches. Okay, I've got my brown thread in. Am I good to go, everyone? I'm good. I think I am. Okay. We flip the fabric in the other direction. I think I'll just have a little drink.
We make the mistakes for you, so you don't.
Yes,
You don't
yes.
have to do it. You can watch this first.
Look at Pat. Pat said lining check. Sharon said lining. Kathy said move your lining. See, if I can do this, you guys can do this. I'm hearing like a little squeaking. That might be my paper tape, because
Oh, really?
yeah. But that's okay. It's still moving good and everything. Remember, we want to go over it a second time. So it's going to do its cutting, and then we're going to press the up arrow again. So up arrow. Oh, we'll say, okay, up arrow. There we go. Okay, up arrow took us back, and it looks like the needle's going to go down in the right spot. And then we are done with the embroidery portion. Because it wasn't squeaking before. I think I have a piece of the tape stuck, and it's kind of making a squeaking noise. Because I've done that before. I love this. You guys loving it? So I love it. I absolutely love it. It's really fun to do these kind of things on your machine, isn't it? So we can't wait to see what the new machine is going to do. So It's going to be very exciting. And I have like 10 people going to the convention because, you know, that actually, the more people in our store that know what the machine will do, the better. So there. And I see some threads over here. Okay, so it said we are repeat for the second side. Embroidery is complete. Okay, so now we're going to turn to the next page. So that is page 154. Okay, and it shows us like the two pictures on 154 are pictures of what it did on page 153. So really we go remove the project from the hoop, remove the stabilizer from the outer rectangle shape. Okay, so we're gonna take it out of the hoop. Over here. Well, paper tape everywhere. So I did look up, I think in the front of the book, they have the picture of the educators that helped. And so I now know what she looks like. So when I go to the Baby Lock convention, I'll be looking for her. I'm wondering if this could pull out. Well, you can get all the threads out, but yeah, it is pulling out those little threads from when I had to rip out. Okay. And so I want to remove the stabilizer here. So here. Oops. Oh, I have paper tape there. Why is it?
That is some good paper tape.
Yeah. Just go there. I'll get the other side too. I think it was Kimberbell that was the first to use the paper tape. So they came up with a really good project for us. So Kathy is very excited about it. So I'm going to have her show it to me. But Kathy was thinking we'd want to do it at our fall event. So it's a really neat project. I didn't get to see it yet, though. But Kathy's crazy about it. So I think, so there, that Greek key stitch kind of perforated the stabilizer. There. And see, if we had the outline, it would have even ripped away easier. But there's that stitch. And do I have my paper tape? Nope. I have a piece of paper tape. Oh, holding down my batting. Okay.
We've got Kimberbell paper tape, and it's in the bubble.
Okay. And the dispenser, because you got to
And-
have one of these.
Yeah.
Because then otherwise you stick it in a drawer and it gets all dirty. Okay, I think I'm good there. I bet they all have one by now. But you know, we get new people. Every month there's a whole bunch of new people that start watching us, which is wonderful. Baby Lock needs a small AI unit.
Yeah, like an Alexa or something.
Yeah, to sit and watch us and shout out reminders.
Siri, maybe it's built into the new machine. You know?
Yes.
I don't know.
I think there was some kind of cutting edge technology that was added at the last minute. And so,
Did you see?
Louise, you might be right, huh?
Did you see the email about the new machine? I didn't.
Steve showed it to me, but you really don't understand it until you see the machine in action. Oh, so here it's telling me, okay, open up the lining pieces and remove the stabilizer down the zipper. Okay, so there's my stabilizer. Okay.
Carol, I think she's used 2 rolls. That's why we sell it in 2 rolls here. The paper
Yes.
tape. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, they get 2 rolls of paper
And
tape.
I have 2 rolls sitting right here next to me for when she runs out of that second roll.
Oh, she thinks I'm going to go through
No.
2 rolls just in this project.
I'm that way with gaff tape.
With what kind of
I
tape?
just use as much as I need to.
Yeah, it does make the job easier, holding things away. Okay, now see, I've got a little bit of stabilizer there, but I've got my
said
good tweezers. See, you got to have, and there's something caught in the zipper right there. Look at how good it looks. But, so now we're going to take it and we're going to first take our zipper and unzip it. Okay, and they said like 3/4 of the way, because cork doesn't like to bend that much, not like fabric, and so you need a good opening in order to pull it right sides out. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half. Okay, and we're going to match up our lining pieces. Okay, for a second there I thought it was stuck. No. Okay, this and other one. Okay, so we're going to match up our lining pieces. And I had some clips. So this is like embarrassing because we should have a magnetic pin thing here, but we don't.
I have one.
So you do?
Yeah.
I want it. Oh,
I've been hiding it.
You've been hiding it. But there's a really cute baby lock one that's little. And I like it because, this is kind of big to have right by your machine. But see, you want to line up this fabric. Okay, so I want to make sure the edge of my cork is matching. And then I also want to match. So here I'm going to stick a pin through here and make sure it goes in right there. Out again and out again right at that stitching. Okay, so I want to match that up, and then the other side match it up. Okay, so there. Same thing. So I'm going to bring my pin in. Oh, this on this end right here. These stitches, that placement line is what you want to do. There, and go in on this side. Same spot here. Okay. And there. Okay. And okay. And then, I'm worried about the feed teeth. Not the feed teeth, but the teeth on the zipper. Because I'm going to be sewing it like this. I guess I don't worry. But you don't want it, you want them one on top of the other. I'm almost thinking like maybe it would lay better if I didn't stitch all the way across. We'll try one way on one side, one way on another. So I'm going to pin there. And she has you sewing all the way around. And then you trim your corners. So take a look at the last page of this one, page 154. So she has you sew all the way around. Then you trim your corners. Then you go to the next page and you box those corners. So, am I keeping them too long?
Tape it. No.
No,
good.
we're good? Okay.
No, you're good.
Okay. So, my daughter called, which means I think,
they're getting ready to go.
They're getting ready to go. Yeah, they're going to Cape May.
I'm like, hey, do you have that surfboard still?
Who has the surfboard?
That's a good question.
Oh, who has our surfboard? Okay. Do I worry about anything else? Do I want this? Yeah, I do.
You're good. Everyone says you're good.
I'm good. Yeah. Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Go for it. Well, I want to peek here. Because is this the top stitching? I guess if this is laying one on top of the other, and this side is laying one on top of the other, I'm going to just go for it. I'm going for it. Okay, now remember, our zippers are a number 5 zipper, which I like them better because they have bigger teeth, so it's a bag zipper. And then also they have bigger zipper pulls. Oh, we forgot to show them our butterfly zipper pulls.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because last
Yeah.
week we showed the kitty zipper pulls.
Yeah, those were so cute. And we do have butterflies.
I have the kitty zipper pulls here. So
You do?
yeah,
We
at
better
least
show them
have
again.
those.
We better
Okay.
show them again because they're so cute. Okay, I'm ready. No, I'm not. I have to convert the machine. So I'm going to go over and switch the machine to sewing. And we kind of dumped everything out. So let's see if I can loosen this myself. I don't think I can. Okay.
Do you want me to show them some cork while you?
Yes,
convert
you go
it?
ahead and, yeah, you do that.
Okay.
Yes. So here.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna show you guys some cork. Okay. We've got some Sally tomato cork here, and some of this is new. Some of it you've seen before, and we only have a few of them. But all really good stuff, I think. Let's see if I can work some cameras and show you some cork at the same time.
Oops.
Make sure her picture has that zipper folded like that.
What's going
Joanne
on?
says. Make sure the picture has it folded like that.
Okay,
Like
let's
what?
see. Okay, let's look. Okay, so we took that out. There, open out the corners to box on the match the outer fabric cork, match up lining, line up the cork seams. Yes, we did that. We lined up the cork. Remember, I put the pin in and out so that look even. Stitch a 1/2 inch seam. We did it. They think we're good. Yes. Okay. So I'll
Just go for it, and I'll keep looking out for all caps.
Okay. Like, stop, Gloria. Stop. Okay, so I have my foot J in. It's threaded. I just have to change to sewing. So home, okay, and sewing. Okay. So I just have my foot J on. It wants me to have they want me to have a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Like, will it matter what side I'm sewing from?
I think the zipper can't be folded.
The zipper can't be folded. I'm going to jump over the zipper. Well, remember, that's what we're going to do. Oh, maybe the teeth. I'm going to jump over the side that's open. I'm going to jump over that. I think that's going to help because I'm going to jump over both sides. And then we're going to see if anything's wrong. Because, like, look at how big that lump is there. So,
She's gonna.
who else? 1/2 inch seam.
1/2
Okay, I
inch
got
seam.
that. Okay, making sure I got all my layers. Okay. Oh, my pins are on the other side. Okay, so I better go from the other side. Okay, and I think, they said 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm just going to go, I'll just start at this corner. Well, I don't know. I don't know where to start. Okay, so there. Okay, so I want to be in straight stitch. I like 1-03. I do like having an automatic knot. So I like to have my automatic knot, automatic thread cutter, and pivot position. And I do like to have my needle stop down in. And my stitch length is 2.5. The quilters like a 2 because it's a stronger seam and they don't have to tie a knot. And I've kind of grown accustomed to that. So, but I've got and here we're going through 2 layers of batting and 2 layers of cork right now.
Should you start at the zipper if you're gonna?
Oh,
jump
that
over
would
it?
have been good. Yes, who said that? Oh, Joanne did. Okay. Now here.
Kathy Campesino says I would use the digital dual feed.
Oh, she would. Very good, Kathy. Good. Okay. Yeah, we love that digital dual feed. See, my batting is hanging over. I should have probably trimmed
And
everything.
Are you turning it? If you're gonna turn it, leave an opening.
Yes. So it says that in your book to leave about 5 inches in the lining. So they said, I think I'm going to do one more stitch. Okay, so one more stitch, and my zipper just got caught in my embroidery unit. I'm going to go one more stitch. I don't know why. I just decided. Okay.
The suspense is killing
It
me.
is. It is. I hope it works. It's going to work, right? This is the way it's always done. So, and if I see something bubble up, just lift your foot, smooth it. And here's where it has to match. I'm going to get the pin out of there. And here. Oh, I can feel the tab of my zipper. That feels like it could get in my way. Let's see where it is. So I'm just going to pull it just a 1/2 inch. But remember, we're going to kind of sew it and jump over it. Does anybody have any other way to do it? So like if you fold the zipper in half, and then it doesn't really close right. So I think I'm going to just stop there. We could go back and re-sew it.
Okay.
I'm going to see if it'll do one more stitch. I think I'm going to tie a knot there too. So I press the reverse button and it does that automatic knot, and then it cuts my threads, and then I'll jump over to the other side, and maybe I'll lower my foot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So right now the machine thinks that this fabric is that thick. Okay, so what we want to do is lift our foot, pull up on this back, and wiggle it around until the pin goes in. Do you see right here? The pin is now in. Now I lower my foot, and that's going to level out my foot so it can feed more evenly. Oh, I wanted a knot, and it's doing a knot. I hope I'm okay. It feels like it's sewing through the teeth. Well, we're going to know in a minute. And we're...
Jump the shark. Or the
Yeah,
teeth.
but see, look at now, my lining isn't even, so I have no idea. I have no idea whether this is going to work. I think something went wrong there, but we'll go look at it. Let's see, does anybody have a...
No, I mean, we're just...
So now I'm just going to sew in like about 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, I know. Oh, goodness. Okay, hopefully it's going to work. And then I'm thinking somebody like Patty Underwood that comes in and helps us. I bet she's put in tons of zippers. Okay, if you're going over zipper, make sure it is open.
We did that.
Well, not that
The zipper?
end. This zipper is opened. Yeah. So the zipper tab is in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to jump over to the other side. Okay, and go here. I'm going to turn, but we're going to cut off those corners. Okay. I have no idea if my fabric is matching. It is. It's matching. Let's see. I think I need a couple more stitches. There. And go down the other side. Okay, the sides are matching. And see, this is why I'm afraid if I sew through this, I just feel like I better jump over it. So I'm going to go up a little bit, come close to the teeth.
Now look to check the zipper where you sewed.
Oh, can we look right now? Okay. Let's see. Do I have a pin in there? It feels really stiff. Okay. So. Oh, we have to come in this way. Oh, and I can't get there. We're just gonna hope for the best.
You can sew over the zipper.
You can. With the feed teeth matching?
That's what Jacqueline says.
Jacqueline says that. Okay. I feel like I did tie a knot, didn't I? I'm going to make sure I tied a knot. No, it would have cut. Guess what? Oh, for a second there, I thought my thread was out of my needle. I'm going to sew
through it, Jean says.
Okay. They're saying
you
sew
can do
through it. I'm scared. Okay. So here, I'm just going to sew a couple stitches. And it's going to tie a knot. Okay, we're good. Okay, and then keep going. Okay, and here's where you want it to match. So I'm going to keep that needle in and hope for the best, or keep the pin in, I mean. Okay, it did so over. I'm going to pull it out now so I don't forget to take it out. Or we left the opening. I hope it looks as good
Face
as
your fears
Jones.
and sew through that zipper.
Yeah, face your fears. Yes, my zipper fears. Okay, there. We have a nice group, don't we? We have a
They're very
fun group.
supportive, yeah.
Very supportive of everything we do. Yes, it's so nice. So nice. There, it's tying the knot. Okay, we're gonna go up to the table and take a look. Okay, and they want me to cut out the corners. So
Here, I'll get the.
I'm loving it
Cork
so
out of the
far. I hope I didn't mess it up. I don't have Joni to help me today. So if it doesn't look good, next time I'm with Joni, we will try again. Now, wait a minute. We don't turn it yet. We have to cut out the corners. Okay, cut 1.5, 1 1/4 inch squares from each corner. Reinforce the stitching where the squares were cut. Now we do have the box bag template, but I'm just thinking there's so many layers here that I think I should just do it with my ruler, and then I should have a friction pen here. I do. And my nice Kai scissors. Okay, so 1 1/4. So I'm going to position this. So 1 1/4 from each corner. I'm going to go from the stitching line, I guess. 1 1/4. Does anybody know 1 1/4 from the stitching line? Yeah, it has to be, because like I'm uneven, so that would make it even. So I'm going to draw it first. So 1 1/4, and this one I'm lining up 1 1/4, 1 1/4, and drawing the line, and then we'll cut. Okay, there, and there. Okay, and even down here, and that is really hard to see because I've got brown on brown. So am I at 1 1/4? Yes, I am. There's 1 1/4, and no, wait a minute, this way. Okay, here and here. Okay, I love this. I love it. Let's see, what would you, at our fall event and on our cruise, wouldn't it be kind of neat to do something like this? So we're waiting to see what, because Baby Lux educators are like really talented. And so we're kind of waiting to see what new techniques they teach us. And then we have all our fabric purchased for the event. And we're waiting to see if there's something there that we go crazy over. And usually we do. There is something. Okay, so here and here. So after we cut these, we're going to go back to the sewing machine. So I used the box bag template. Like I could have used it on this end. Okay. But for really big and thick,
you prefer
I just do the old way like this. So there, because that is thick. But look at my trusty Kai serrated scissors. We love these. There. I hope I'm not doing anything wrong. You're watching the comments because they'll catch me. If the cruise is not full, the second week of the cruise is not full. We haven't been talking about the cruise. I guess we got so much going on, don't we? But which is very good. We're really glad that we're this busy. So, okay. So now, while it's still inside out, you're going to take this and look I only have like a 1/2 inch of stitching there, but I think I'm going to be okay. Whoop. I'm going to go like this. So kind of fold it right at those corners. Maybe open up the seam, does she say? Wait, that'll be the next page. Okay, yes, she is opening the seam. And it looks like she's just doing that with her fingers. So we could iron them open. That might make it a little easier. I think I'm good though, right
Do you
here.
need some clips or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got, okay,
You
got
got
a
a
clip.
couple?
Oh, I only had the big ones.
Here,
Must have dropped
you
them
wanna
all.
I'll grab some.
Aren't these the greatest? What did we do? Wait, before we pinned and we jabbed ourselves with pins all the time. Oh, I got one more here. There, okay.
Kimberbell clips.
Yeah. Oh no, those are Riley Blake.
Oh.
Oh, it says Kimberbell. Oh, this is the clips they say. If you take these clips, you better bring them back to the Kimberbell area. That's what Kimberbell means there. Don't take Kimberbell's clips. Okay, so there. Get this one. Ah. So, and here.
A reinforcement stitch where you cut. Oh wait, that was a while ago. Did you leave an opening in the lining?
Yep, in the lining, you'll see right here, there's an opening. So I jumped over and I left about 5 inches, maybe even more. I've got kind of big hands, so I like to leave even more because. Okay, here.
Doing good,
So we're gonna like finger press the cork open. Okay. When I cut it, the stitching like is pulling away a little bit, but they'll want me to sew the 1/2 inch again, and that will seal that back up again. So I just got to be careful. I have the embroidery thread in, so probably if I had polyester sewing thread, you know how the embroidery thread tends to pull out really easy. So here. Now one more corner and we'll go back to the sewing machine and we'll turn it and we'll peek at that zipper. So has anybody left an
We're
opening?
on the edge of our seat. I think that we want to quadruple check everything at this
Yes,
point.
really, yes. That's right. That is the right thing to do. Quadruple check everything. But the first time you make something, it never turns out. The second time you make it. But see, I didn't get time. We hide over in this building so we don't get interruptions. And today, they didn't realize that's why we were hiding over here. So they kept sending customers over here to talk to us. So that's why we were late. So we have a Monday morning meeting. We'll talk to everybody about that. Like, if we're hiding out, that means we got a lot of sewing to do before the show starts. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're going back to the sewing machine. Okay? All right. I'm going to do the easy ones first.
If you had a reinforcing stitch after cutting corners, you wouldn't have the issue of it pulling out.
Okay, what was that? If you reinforce stitching after cutting corners. Oh, okay. So after you cut the corners, if you stitch over it again, yeah, that's a good idea. And when you're doing it on your own, and now Jan says, pray.
Yes.
Everyone, together, please. Okay, let's see. We know it's going to turn. We just are not sure whether we're going to like how the zipper looks, so we're not going to.
Did you sew the zipper on the other side? I think somebody else asked that too.
Well, I jumped over on both sides. I didn't want to sew through it. I don't know, because it was folded in half.
You jumped over on both sides? I thought you sewed it through.
No, I think I jumped over. I tried. Maybe I ended up, and these clips are now in my way. Okay. And see, this doesn't really matter, right? This little part at the bottom, no one's going to see that. Okay, I have the automatic knot, so it went in reverse and tied the knot. Okay, now I'll take this clip out and we'll sew through there. And I got this end and my seam allowance flipped over on the back. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be on it. It's going to be inside the purse. Well, no one's going to see it. It's there.
I thought you did sew through on the second side, but maybe I'm wrong.
On the zipper,
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Did
he
you
jumped
sneak-
over. I snuck.
You snuck
And I
over
jumped.
it?
Yeah, I did. I think I remember getting so far, and then you would have known it because wait till you hear how the machine works to get through this.
Right.
So see, I'm getting like something's going on here. So make sure it's all laying flat. Okay. Now if you go slow and careful, push that side down. Just want about a 1/2 inch. See, if you don't do each side even, one box corner is going to be bigger than the other. So there's a lot of pressure right here. Okay, so we're just going to start to sew. And hopefully, it sure looks like my needle isn't threaded, but we will know in a second. No, it's good, but it didn't tie a knot. We need a knot, don't we? So I'm going to go in reverse. Now, it probably thinks I want to tie the knot and stop. So that's a cut. I'm just going to lower my foot right back down again. Okay, now look at all this thickness we're trying to go through. So here, I've got my seam allowances open. I'm going to sew a few more stitches. And it's feeding. It's feeding. I'm a little worried that the presser foot might get stuck on the cork, but if I had a Teflon, you know what? It's not having any trouble at all going through it. Okay. Yeah, it's on the thickest of it, and it's not having any trouble at all. There. Press my reverse button. Ties a knot, but I think I want another knot. It's probably okay, but I still, well, I'm going to say it's okay. Okay. So now see, this is where the issue is. This one, I want to make sure they're both the same size. I'm just going to sew it. But try to check that. So we'll see. I must be a bag in my past that the two box corners ended up different sizes. So there. So I'll just.
Okay, yeah. Buy Annie's tape.
We'll do what?
The one you could have used to tape the zipper down instead of using
yes, the
tape.
By Annie's. I love that tape. We sell that.
Is that a double-sided?
Yes, and it's really thin. And you use it to position your zipper. It's great. I should have done that. Because then, yes, that definitely, Susie, that would have been great to use that. It's going through, it's feeding. It's even, my seam allowances, I think, are staying open. I'm bumping into my clip, so I'll get that out. And I'm almost at the end. I'm going to go one more stitch, then press the button and have it tie the knot. See, I like a back and forth knot on a seam that's going to get a lot of stress. So there, okay, we're going to turn it right side out and see how we do. Okay. No, wait a minute. I have one more to do.
One more?
I'll just run and do it. You show them cork. You show them cork.
I'll show them the cork.
Okay. Someone told me you have to make sure you get good quality cork. That was Cindy, who taught a lot of bag making classes for us. So she was wonderful. Because she said, especially with the cork, that there's some cork that ages, like you put it away for the winter and you bring it back out again, and it cracks. But she said she had told me that the Sally tomato cork was good. So now I'm so particular. So it has to be cork. She said the best cork came from Portugal. But then what we heard is just like our American cotton goes to China for them to make the fabric, our Portugal's cork goes to China for them to
So this is Sally Tomato cork.
Yes,
It's a
they're
half
all
yard.
yes.
This is the Natural Pro cork. And it just seems like a great, just
And I did that
uh,
one because it would blend in with everything.
right.
Yeah,
That's
so
the one you
that's
could
this
use
one.
on,
Oops, there's my
on
hand.
pretty much
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, that'll go with anything.
It'll go with anything. And okay, you ready? You gonna come save
I
me?
am.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm ready. Okay, here we go. So she said, first get that cork bag through that hole. Yeah, and she implies pinch, carefully push the cork fabric through the opening in the lining to completely turn right side out. Push the lining inside of the outer. So it's like carefully. Does it look like I'm being careful? So careful, I'm being careful.
Drum roll.
Drum roll. Oh man, you better show some cork. You better show some cork and get their eyes. See, but this is what happens.
This is the
But see,
magic.
she's saying be careful. But see, if you're using good cork, it's not going to crack.
Triple
if your
top
cork,
stitch. That's a good idea.
yeah, that's okay.
Trim
Look,
the zipper
look.
before you flip.
Well, before I seal it, right?
Before you seal it.
Do you think I'm gonna? Well, we're gonna look at that zipper first because
Okay.
we might want to turn it.
Cut the zipper. Everyone says cut the zipper.
Cut the zipper ends. Don't worry about how it's gonna look. Just live with it. Whatever I did, okay.
Just
That's what
live
I'm gonna
with
do. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna find those zipper ends.
Trim
We're gonna
that
snip
zipper.
them. Okay. There. On the other side. Okay. And you saw I already. Oh yeah, this one is really long. So I just tell anyone I was gifting it to. Never mind that lump inside. Okay, there we go. All right, I did it. Okay, so we are gonna keep turning. See, I'd like a bigger bag. So, right, wouldn't a bigger bag be easier to turn? So turn it here. Okay, it's good. It's good.
Perfect.
It's very good. Okay, here we go.
This is so exciting.
It is very exciting. Okay, I should probably have my point
It's like
turning
watching,
tool.
like a unicorn come through a waterfall or something.
Yes, yes.
And you're like, wow.
Mysterious and magical. That's it. That's what we're going
Magical.
for. Magical. So we are looking pretty good there. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. Okay. See, I'm really good at embroidery, but this kind of stuff.
And
you know, that's so Carol, who works for us, and I always reference Karen Jean. They both effortlessly, and Sherry's like the same way, Joni too, effortlessly they sew and it turns out beautiful. Now what we'll want to do, so I think we're looking good. Oh, but see, do I worry about that with the zipper? Let's see. We have to sew the lining shut, but we can kind of work on that. Oh, I don't know. Okay, let me see.
I think you zipped it into your.
Just I got to get it turned. Is hers? Yes, it does. Hers does stick up a little. I was thinking maybe hers didn't stick up, so I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. All right, let's see. Here is my box. Okay, here is my zipper. All right, we didn't seal it shut, and
It's happening.
it's happening. It is. Oh, I've got fabric stuck in it. That's why the zipper's so hard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So let's see. Okay,
Just got to back it up a little bit.
yeah, I'm going to wiggle it around. So right now I have fabric stuck
In the zipper.
in the zipper. So really we should have top stitched that. Huh? We should get the zipper open. Oh, PJ,
Yeah.
you want to try? Look at how much is caught in there.
Oh, that's a good amount.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
And we just want to back up, right? Or can we go through it and just? Oh, are we gonna back up?
Yeah, because we got to get it out. Don't break it. Don't use all your muscle.
Okay, okay.
Is it moving?
I think it's making it worse.
let's look. Maybe okay.
Oh, they're
What?
free.
We're free. Okay. 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 So see, we were pressing really good and everything. Okay. See. Okay. There. Now let's see. There. Okay. So I guess I could have sewn through it, but you can't even tell that I didn't sew through it. I got a few little spare. Okay. I think we're looking good. What do you think?
Wow.
Yes, yeah. Now hers, see,
It
mine
looks
goes
really
in like
good.
that. It looks good. You think it looks good? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys do it, and yours will turn out better. So
How could it
make
be
sure you
better?
post pictures. Well, I'm thinking hers is more a
Well,
square, and mine leans out. Do I
okay.
worry about that?
No.
No. Well, let's show them. At least we got it. We got it. Okay, here's another thread.
I think you
Okay.
need to.
Oh, we need to seal up the opening of the lining.
Okay.
Okay. So, well, they know what to do.
It
All we
looks
have to do.
amazing. That's
What?
what everyone says.
What are they saying? It looks
It looks
amazing. Oh,
amazing.
well, thank you. You're making me feel better. Okay. So, I always get nervous first time I do it. And then, I'll get to doing maybe my fifth one and I'll start. But I'm thinking for me, a little bit bigger pouch, it would be easier for me to turn it and everything, right?
It seems like it's this way. I've seen Tiffany and Joni sew different bags.
And this is the way it is all the
This is
time?
the way it is all the time.
Okay.
Because it's always a different pattern and there's different obstacles and they don't know if they did it right.
Yeah, okay.
Every
And then,
single step, and then
and that's why
you
people
flip
say
it.
they like to watch us because we do it live. Because if we edited it and didn't show you where we had a hard time, then you would have a hard time and you would think you couldn't do it, right?
Totally.
But you say, oh, Gloria had a hard time too, so keep going. And then I think after you've made a couple, it comes easier. So there, I'm ready to just go over and do a little straight stitch to seal that opening.
Okay.
But here's just a really awesome way to use your fancy fill stitches and IQ Designer, and it makes you love your machine even more than before, right? So there, I've got the straight stitch, and it's tying the knot. I'm just gonna let it stitch a little bit and then make sure this is tucked in, and the fold there. So it is fun. It is fun. The hardest part was worrying about the zipper, because the embroidery was easy, and we follow along with her steps, but there was a couple steps missing, or maybe she didn't tell us. Remember, she didn't tell us to flip the fabric. And then, of course, I flipped it the wrong way one time. But I think that you make your first one, second one is easier, third one's even easier. Okay, so there we go. All right. And we have a pouch. And then it really is neat, isn't it? I'd like it to be bigger. Like a pouch this good really is a purse. And then we have our zipper pulls. We can put one
That's
of our
incredible.
cute zipper pulls. You think so? It looks
I
good?
think it looks really
Okay,
good.
here, we'll move stuff
Let's
away.
get-
All right.
Here,
So you have to have Mastering IQ Designer
we'll bring
book.
the
You
cork-
have to.
We'll bring the cork back for
What's
a
that?
third time. We'll bring this cork back right
Okay,
back.
we'll bring the cork back. Okay,
Mhm.
so
But we want
there.
to get a good shot of
Look.
this.
Oh,
Can you aim it towards me?
yes. Here,
Right here.
like that.
Yes.
And then move this. Those two spools of thread kind of look cool near it. Oh, I'm kind of lumpy here. I got to work on that. Maybe just push it out a little farther.
That is
But
fantastic.
still, it's cool. It's cool. I like it. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. All right. Wonderful.
That's so cool.
Now we got to show them what you put together. Did you show them all the cork? Let's go through the cork again.
All right,
Okay.
we're going through
Okay.
the
We'll
cork
keep
again.
this here for inspiration. Somewhere right here. Right there. Okay. Okay. So you showed them this paisley cork, right?
Chelsea, you watch it. We need fireworks because this is the big reveal.
Yes.
We gotta have fireworks.
Fireworks.
We've got
yes.
we've got puppies and kitties.
Yeah.
But
Next,
this,
we need fireworks
Yeah.
to go off whenever we complete a project, right? Okay, so the one that's in the bubble right now is the Natural Pro Cork, and cork is 25 inches long by 18. So you get a half yard. Cork is 25 inches wide, where quilter's cotton is like 44. So this is 25 by 18. Okay, now this one is a brand new one. This one is the Flourish Garden,
Yep.
right? And I this is really pretty. So it's got navy blue. So you could put navy blue fabric.
This is Flourish.
That one's Flourish Garden?
Yep.
Okay. This one, okay, almost the same. But this is brand new. So Flourish Garden. Should we open them, or are you getting a good enough look at it? I mean, so you could like pair it up with like a deep red. There's pretty hunter green in here. There's navy blue in here. So you could go in a bunch of different color directions with this one. Now the next one is Fall Bouquet.
That's got to be.
That's this one.
Yep.
This one. So we'll put them right next to each other. So similar, just a tinier print. And it's got pretty much the same colors, doesn't it? The green's just a little different shade, but I'm seeing navy blue, kind of a rust color instead of the red.
It's got like a little sparkle.
Oh, I do. There's gold. There's gold metallic in this one. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. Yeah, gold metallic, which that makes me like it. So with that one, you could use some of your Kingstar thread for your fancy fill.
What?
I think I'd go.
It's free for a half yard. Price is $0. Oopsies.
Oh.
So it's not free. It's $25.95.
Okay. It says 0 left. But this one, we can get more, right?
That we'd have to check. So right after this, we'll check.
We'll check. Let it go to wait list. Some of the others we can get more, definitely. There was a couple we couldn't. I hope this one, because it has the metallic. Should I get out my computer and I can check it right now?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. So we'd have to check and see if we want to get bolts of it.
And we would cut it.
Yep.
Okay, so you might not get it in this packaging because sometimes they have it in a 5-yard bolt, and then we would cut you the 18 inches.
$25.95. So that's the actual price.
Okay. And we will check it. We'll sit right down and check it before we go today. All right. And what's the next one?
So let me just make sure I had the right quantity for Fall Bouquet cork, because this is really cool. I like the metallic of it.
I do too. I like metallic. I was searching for metallic, and there wasn't very much out there.
The next one is this purple right in front of
Purple, and so what, my suppliers, they...
Oh, I didn't put the correct quantity in, so that's my mistake again.
Okay, good.
We'll get that adjusted. So just grab that and put that in your cart, and I'll just add some quantity here to correct that.
Okay. So this is called Amethyst Rustic. And I think it's because it's rustic because it kind of got black lines through it. But this, so a couple of our suppliers do this. Like you click on bestsellers. So that's what I do. I go to look for cork. And of course I put in Sally Tomato because I knew that I would trust that they would be really good quality. And then I say top selling. And like this amethyst purple cork was like number 3. It surprised me that the purple cork would be number 3. Now the next,
amount. I gotta fix these corks.
Are you fixing cork? Oh,
I'm fixing cork. So
because look at that, says it's $50 or
Fall
0.
Bouquet is fixed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
We're good. Just 2 seconds here, and I'll have that. But that's also $25.95.
Okay.
And next we just have a couple of the Paradise.
Yeah, and we can't get any more. Is this one? Oh no, that says Fall Bouquet. So, Paradise. Oh, click on Paradise again.
Paradise.
There we go. Here's Paradise.
There's
so it's
actually
got
only one left.
Yeah, okay, one of that one. And that one is 18 by 25. Okay, it's really pretty with the, all right, and then one more, and we only have two of the next one, and it's no longer available, but we have both of them right here. So what is that? Oh no,
Tribal.
tribal. There you go. And so this has got like a pinky red. I see gold, a Kelly green. So all those colors in it.
I
That would be
mean,
neat.
0 is a good price, but it's actually $25.95. And this one is even better price. I would grab that, $18.88.
Oh, really? The tribal. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, they get a deal on tribal. All right, it's 0 left. No wonder, right? Now I'm dying to show them your zippers and your fabric to go with it, because that's key, right?
Sure. Yeah,
If
let's jump right into
it hides your mistakes. That's what we want.
Is the
So-
pattern in IQ Designer? Yes.
No, wow,
Cool.
it was all done in IQ Designer.
I
So if
think,
you go back and watch last week, so what's today? The 9th, right? And so you go back to August 2nd. Go back to that video. So you can go back on our website, gloriahorn.com, and just scroll back to that date. And you can follow along and do it. It's in your book. So did we put the Mastering IQ Designer book in? Because this is a great book. Great. I think I'm going to stick with. It was a lot of steps and everything, but you end up with something really, really neat, right? So I really like it. We really learned a lot with this one. So Mastering IQ Designer, I think there's like 21 or 22 different projects, and we are now into the advanced. Oh, Patty did this one before. I think she's coming next Friday. I'm not positive, but I think she's going to come next Friday and do this one. And she has her own version of it too. And I've been dying to do this. This one was designed by Mike Johns, and he puts a zipper in with satin stitch. So we're going to go through these one at a time. And by the time we are done with all these projects, you are going to be IQ Designer pros. He's getting ready. He's getting ready for the fabric to come out. So maybe I'll put, and I have the tweezers here. I'm just going to put them in here. So, okay. Sticky tape. Okay, there for inspiration, right there, right here, next to your Gloria Horn coffee mug. Okay, so the first one is the zipper, right? Oh no, the Grunge Basics. Okay, so look, this is what they paired up with the white zipper. So this is Grunge Vanilla. And see, it has texture to it. Grunge is probably one of Moda's most popular lines. And created by, I'm forgetting their names. We see.
Moda.
Well, it's Moda, but the designers.
Something basics, right?
I forget everything. Okay, so the price you see in the bubble is for a yard. Okay, your fancy fills will show up real good. Okay, so now the next one.
Basic gray.
Well, no, show the zipper.
Okay.
Oh, basic gray. Who knew that?
Me.
You did. How'd you know?
I looked it up.
Okay, basic gray. Yes, I love their fabric. I love grunge. It's really.
Yeah, let's see if the
Yeah.
side angle
I
gets
don't
a
like
better view of it.
solids. Even when I put my fancy fill on, I still like a little bit of texture to the fabric. Okay, so the next one in
Next
the bubble
one is the zipper.
zipper, and that is two 30-inch zippers, and each one has 2 zipper pulls. So, I struggle with getting that zipper pull on the yardage zipper. This is just so much easier for me. So it's just 30 inches and 2 pulls, so you get 2 zippers out of it. So 2 15-inches zippers. So that works out good. So, and they're the feed teeth, the teeth of the zipper are 4.5 or 5. What did you determine? But
5.
but it's just bigger teeth or bigger, whatever you call them. And the zipper pull is bigger. So it's a stronger zipper, but I just like the look of them better too.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that remember you're going to get 2 zippers, 2 30-inch zippers. So you'll get 2, so you'll be able to get 4 projects out of the zipper. Okay, now they have ivory. Okay, so that was what they wanted to go with white. And this is an ivory, and this next fabric
It's
is
called Whisper.
Whisper. Yes, Whisper. And this, so we felt like that goes really nice with the neck zipper. And so
And
this one is called Whisper, just a little
It's
bit
hard to-
different.
Hard to see, but
Yeah,
it's,
it is. It is.
It's like an antique.
Like even if you zoom in here, does it? No, it's like it's got like a pale.
Yeah.
There's texture to it. You almost see like brush strokes, and you see different colors going through.
Maybe if I turn down this light a little bit.
Maybe that's a
Yeah, it
little-
looks good.
Okay, and here's the zipper. So is this an ivory zipper for this?
It's called Antique White.
Antique white. Okay, so I wanted to show you here so that you will get 2 zippers. It's perfect with the fabric. Absolutely perfect. It's blended in. If you put your zipper in a little crooked, it's not going to show. So
Tommy's Quilt Designs
In the Shop Hop quilt.
quilt.
different, yes, they are. They
They
are.
are.
They're because what we did was there might be something similar in each, but what we did is we looked at the Shop Hop fabric and we found little quilt blocks and he digitized those. So they're kind of, I would say maybe simpler quilt blocks are in that one, where his new quilts on the block, he has a lot of intricate quilt blocks in there. Okay. All right. What one do you have next?
This is Manila, so even a little bit deeper of a.
Oh, and this, okay. All right.
There you go.
Okay. And these are all YKK zippers. They're very good, sturdy zippers. Okay. So I'll just slide this one over here and lay this one here now. Okay. And so what color is this? What's the name of the fabric? The fabric is Manila, like Manila envelope. And this one, the first one was vanilla on this one. Perfect matches.
Yeah,
So-
that looks really good
So
together.
the fabric is 1 full yard, and they're all Moda Grunge. Okay, and then click on the zipper, and that is called Natural, and it goes perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yes. See, this is what's hard to get, right? You get the zipper, and then you can't find the fabric to match. Okay, he's
All right.
got some more colors coming, some really good ones too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is great. So this one is Grunge Ash. Okay. And it's got gray and blue going through it. There's the zipper we paired it with. So did somebody help you, or you did this by yourself?
I did it myself.
Wow. Wow. It's great. That light gray is like the exact of the zipper. And I love the blue going through this one. So this is the fabric with the price you see is for 1 full yard. And then the next thing up will be the zipper. And it is gray. And you get 2 zippers. 2 zippers. Each zipper has 2 zipper pulls. They're all 30-inch. So you end up with, like, you could have a 12-inch zipper, and then your other one can be an 18-inch zipper. So you decide how long you want that zipper to be, and that is a price for 2 zippers, but each zipper has 2 zipper pulls, so you end up with 4 zippers. Yes,
I'm
Louise
obsessed-
said
I'm
you have a
obsessed-
good eye.
I'm
Good eye,
obsessed with-
Susie says.
With color, like it's
Yeah,
it's
really
yeah,
good.
It's really important. to me.
Good. So, okay, so this is looking really good. PJ's
So
moving up
hopefully,
from
let's see.
camera work.
We'll see how I do with these next ones.
Yeah.
These are gonna get interesting.
No, I like this one. This is really nice. Look, oops, I dropped it. Okay, so this one is another, he went grunge. He likes grunge. Okay, so this is called Milk Chocolate Grunge. Am I okay here, or should
Yeah,
I
you're
push
good.
it? We're good? Okay. And here is the zipper he put with it. Okay, and this, it's perfect. It looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. See, isn't this neat? I just think, that's what, when I was looking
There's a little
for,
bit of
I had a
red.
brown zipper, and then I had to go find the fabric to match, and that was hard to do. It was hard to find something that matched the zipper just right. And so this makes it so much easier for you. Okay, so this is grunge milk chocolate, and then the next item will be the zipper,
Sure.
and it is medium brown. I'm
Mhm.
going to have a sip of my Diet Pepsi.
Okay, now it's gonna get tricky.
Yeah, I like what you picked. I think they're all
'Cause
great.
this
I was
is,
really excited
the
about
reds
this.
are really tough.
They are, but this is perfect with it. Okay, this is grunge cherry. Grunge cherry. And the zipper is perfect. I'm going to pull the zipper pulls down here. They can see. Okay, so grunge cherry.
Ooh, that is
Yeah, and
wild.
like look, any of these will look good with
Oh,
that
here.
cork
What?
and all, the other plain cork. So, he's got really good ones coming.
We just keep going.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Here, I'll hand
So
you a
I can
couple.
even, so there's grunge cherry. And
Let's do-
I'll put the zipper in next. Then
Oh,
we'll
sure.
pull out the next. Grunge cherry. And then here is the zipper. And it's red. So grunge cherry is red.
Soon I
love
will
it.
be sewing on Chelsea's Solaris.
Yes.
She doesn't have one yet.
No, I know. Okay, and here we have, this grunge is navy. Visit midnight.
Trade. Thank you.
Okay, now can you hear me? I hope so. Can you tell if they can hear me?
I think they can.
Yeah. Okay. I think it ran out of batteries.
It
Did it run out of batteries?
It did.
Okay. So I hate to say I'm not as nuts about this one.
Oh,
I do love the grunge.
You're right.
But I
I
think
mean,
I
the-
need a zipper that's a little lighter shade of
Yeah.
navy. Yeah, so I'll work on that. I mean, it's good to have the zipper, but that zipper is almost black, right? What do they call it? Pea coat.
I do love the
Peacoat.
fabric though.
Yeah, I do too. I think they have a pea coat grunge. I think
Let's
they.
see some cork on. with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay.
Here.
There, the cork with it. Yeah, the brown, the red. Yep, it all looks really good. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them.
Let's
Yeah,
see it.
and where is the other? This one is the one I'm thinking, because this, doesn't have as much of a pattern to it. So I was afraid that with both fancy fills that it would be busy up here and busy down here. So I kind of like with this one just one fancy fill,
Oh, yeah,
but with
light
this one
blue.
you could do two fancy fills.
A light
So-
blue with the blue fabric. Light
Oh.
blue zipper.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'll get in more zippers. We'll show this
I mean-
again.
You wouldn't do like a zipper that would put some contrast to it. You don't want to
No.
draw attention to the zipper.
No, because if you happen to put it in crooked, so yeah, I like the thought of having my zipper match my fabric. I just think, yeah, okay, but okay, that's all. But we now
Black.
have some
One more.
really cool grunges. Oh, the black! Oh my goodness, yes! Look at this one. So so this one is called Black Dress. This is one of our most popular grunges. So, and look at it with the black zipper. There you go, right here. I mean, that is really cool looking. You could do, you know how I am about metallic.
PJ,
You could
look-
do gold metallic.
Look back at my hint. I'll look for it.
What's that?
They're trying to give me hints.
A hint. Oh, okay. You got to find a hint she gave you. I don't know. Oh, I bought Solaris for each of my 2 great. She's trying to hint that I should buy them a Solaris. Hey, you never know. We might be able to.
That's a good
Okay.
grandma.
That's a good grandma. She is. She definitely is. Yep. Okay.
That is a good
Yes.
grandma.
Love the black for the bags. Yes. So I think my next IQ designer is to do this again, but bigger. Okay. And I think you saw the trouble I had.
Can I do
I
this?
think we need to stitch down the lining, do a stitch down that lining so it doesn't get caught in the zipper. Okay, so that's our challenge. We want it bigger. And so if I cut my fabric like a what, I don't know what that shape is, but then I guess don't worry about that. I was gonna say, I still feel like because I boxed it, I guess, see, I don't carry a purse, so maybe this is okay for purse carriers. Okay, but I do love it. I love it. I love her idea. This. Okay, here is this. This one, of course, we only had one of these. Oh, the purple, because it has a little bit of black going through it. Purple and black. That, I don't know, maybe not. But if you like this, I'll get more cork in. I think I already have some in my cart. So, yeah, it needs to be bigger. And right, after all this work, I want a bigger bag. Yes. Yeah, Tiffany maybe could help me with the sizing. And maybe I could show her what happened with my zipper and she could tell me a better way to do it. But see, my lining is definitely kind of coming up. If you give this as a gift, they're going to not like it because their lining is going to get caught in the zipper. So we'll work on that. I think I could have had my fabric. I think that top stitching could have been a totally separate step with both pieces down and then top stitched. Okay. Okay, now we want to show them the other grunges, or are we good? No,
Yeah,
they want to see the other grunges because they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't even have to move anything. I'll just pile
Just
this
go-
stuff up
go right
over
on top.
here, and we'll go right on top. Yep.
I think which one do I have?
And I'll work
first?
on a better, either a better grunge or a better color zipper for this one. In fact, I'm going to lay this one over here so I remember.
Just do this.
Now, you know I like metallic. And so I looked on our shelves and I said, we have no grunge metallic. So I got in some grunge metallic.
Ooh.
So there's 4 different colors. So this is grunge onyx with gold metallic. Maybe I should lay all 4 of them out and then we'll go through them one by one. Here, I'll put this one out here. So the first one is so it looks like it might be the grunge black dress and then gold metallic through it.
This is onyx
Onyx.
metallic.
Yeah, so there's the black zipper with it. So be cool. I don't know what cork. They do have black cork. I'm gonna get more. I'll get more. I'm gonna sit down right now and get more things in because this is really fun, isn't it? All right, now go to the orange one
Orange.
because Carol used the orange in her table runner that she did last night. Oh, here, I'm gonna run get it. It's right here. Right, yeah. So, okay. So if you're doing pumpkins, so here is, right here is the orange grunge right here. Look how cool it looks. So zoom in on that. Yeah, they can see that gold. Doesn't it look good? So that is the orange. So that looks really good. Okay, and then what's the next color is the green. And they call this one Christmas grunge. But it's got green and like a blue green. And then the gold metallic. So it's all really cool stuff. Oh yeah, the New Year's ruffled project would be neat with this. So the, like here, let me find the New Year one while he's tapping away. So, there. Yeah, oh yeah, this would be really cool. So here is the We Love to Stitch, and this is for New Year's, and this fabric would be awesome. Because it gets pleated anyhow. So, yeah, I would call that more a dark teal, this green, right? And then what one we didn't show yet is the, and I'm going to call it gold, but what do they call it? They call this one
Gold.
Harvest Gold. So this would be another one really good for fall, really good for table runners. So this is done with Tommy's new Quilts on the Block. Looks like powdered sugar. Little thing, but it's off. Carol, don't worry, it's off. Okay.
Oh, there's
All right.
one more, vanilla.
Oh, yes. Okay. So
Oh,
this
wait,
gray
I think
paper. This
we already
one-
got that.
You maybe don't have it in?
I don't have that one.
Okay.
you wanna do
We'll
gray
get this
paper?
one on another time. This one's called Gray Paper, and it's another really popular one. But the white, the first one that we showed, Whisper, is really, really popular, and vanilla. So vanilla, I think, is the most popular as a white. Okay, we're good. We did it,
I
right?
think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We kept them. It's midnight.
I mean, what
It's
else?
time.
It's midnight.
Oh, the Kingstar Metallic set. Did we?
Kingstar Metallic.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nice to have. So that's all the Kingstar Metallics. In fact, I wanted to look and see, because, I wanted to see what color would have looked good on my brown. Oh, this rust color would have looked good on my brown. The bronze would have looked good on my brown. So this is the full set, the top 15 colors of Kingstar Metallic. So this is really nice to have. Now our goal for Monday is to, they're going to do Material Madness, but we're hoping to have all the Wander Lane and Whisper Weave fabrics loaded in our system, so you could go on and buy a yard of this and a yard of that and complete your projects. So, all right.
What about copper with your?
Oh yeah,
with
that's
your
I called
bag?
that bronze, but so yeah, that MA2, that's real pretty with it. So when you look at the other ones, so there's a green. Of course, the golds would go with all these grunge metallics. All right, we're good. I'm on a
Okay.
mission. I will get more of those wonderful zippers, and we'll look at more fabrics that go with the zippers. I'm going to find a better navy because we love navy. So we're going to find a better navy, and I think the next time, I think we should take this and make it bigger.
Bigger. That's
Yeah.
what everyone's
So I
saying.
think what we're going to need to do is rotate it so we can have a longer zipper. Yeah. So, and I think it's doable, definitely. And maybe now that we know what the zipper stitching does, we might want to put our fabric a little bit farther away from the zipper, and definitely top stitch it so the lining doesn't go up inside the zipper. So, all right, everyone, I hope you're enjoying your machines this whole weekend, and we will be back. I guess the next show will be Monday, Material Madness.
I still have.
You still have something to show them.
I still have Olympic graphics from yesterday.
Oh, a graphic you got? Oh, Olympics. So, yeah, that's all right. That was fun. That was fun. And I hope you all
wait.
saw.
Kitty charms.
Oh, the kitty
We've got
charms.
so
Yeah.
much left to show you.
Do we? Should we just
I
keep
think we'll
going?
let-
Are we okay?
We should let the.
Yeah. Do we have kitty charms? And
We'll let the crew do it. Next week and everything.
Okay.
Unless you want to get out the kitty charms, I'd have to go find them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were they called kitty charms? And if they search for it, they would
Yes.
pop up. They were so cute.
They're called cute kitty charms.
Cute kitty charms. You got to look at them. And we're always on the lookout for good ones.
All right, fine. Well, let's end with
Yeah, the
cute
Olympic
kitty.
graphics were really neat. Yeah, Steve. Steve on the gymnastics team. And what inspired it was the one guy's name is Steve. And somebody put that on the internet, and then Chelsea and PJ were able to put it together and put Steve's face over it, which
We
I
had
have
a
no
lead- we
idea
had a
how they do these
leaderboard.
things.
Everyone's still here. They want to see the kitty charms.
Yeah, the butterfly charms are really cute too. Yeah, because that just finishes it, doesn't it? Like right now it's blah, but it needs a charm. Yeah, and so Judith, did you get your kitty charms? So, yeah, Stephen Paris, that was good.
I was able
Yes.
to find one, so you can put it on
Okay.
your bag.
Oh, so here's one of the kitty charms, but you get a set of 4 kitty charms. So let's see. I never did try to put this on. So how do you do this, PJ?
Cute
Oh,
kitty
here, this-
charms.
This looks like here it clicks open right there. So it's really easy. Okay, so there. Look at how much better your bag will look. So it's a set of 4 cute little kitty
Let me
charms.
zoom in on it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very cute. Look, it has 1 red eye, 1 blue eye. Amazing. Okay. So it is a set of 4. So you
Yeah.
might want to search for, 4 pieces kitty charm. Oh,
That's
it's in
it.
the bubble. And they could probably see the picture, right? Maybe? Yeah. Okay. All right. That's a good note to end on.
It is.
Yeah. Although the precision turning tool, I don't have one here, but that would have helped me poke out these corners. And
There's
that
a
is one of our
million things we
favorite
could show 'em,
gadgets.
right?
Yeah, if we had a Gloria Horn charm, that would be really neat. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I'm going to sit right down, and look for more cork. I
More
think we need
cork.
more cork.
Black cork.
Black cork. Yeah, black cork.
Yeah.
I think I have it in my cart already. So I'll go get the black cork, but it has to be black with gold. I think I do have black with gold. That would be awesome. Okay. All right. We will see you. I'll be back for Thursday and Friday next week. So
It's going to be an interesting week.
it will be an
Yeah.
interesting week. Yeah, we don't know about these cameras. There won't be fun graphics or anything, but we'll be back to the way we used to do it. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.